He must have.
Here we go.
The umpire chucks one straight up. Lovely throw. Trent Westcott one straight in the mush, right for the hair.
Yep.
Must have heard us talking about it. He was dazed there, Denning, thinking about the hair on Trent West. Gives it off quickly. And we've already stuffed up the name. So we've got Jai Thompson running through there. And this will be Keast. Kicks it over the top. Maloney gives off a little scrubber around the boundary here, and Logan Wagner's got it. About 80 from goal. He's looking into the attack. Not a lot of movement going on for Leopold at the moment. Oh, he's just squatted up. Super Joe thought he had his hands on that one. That's hooked inside the 50 by Leopold. Oh, big crash in the pack there. And run out there. I think that was Capra by the looks of it.
Capra.
And we've got a bit of dispute in the middle. I thought I heard a whistle. Must have been the netball again. They always do this to me every week.
Oh.
Ducked right into that one. Good umpiring.
Yeah, good call.
That was Marcus Thompson. Kick forward by Leopold. Drop mark there from Patton, I believe that is.
Yep.
He's chasing after it. Oh, gone through the gloves hands there. That might be kicking in danger, and it is.
You don't see that much anymore, do you? The kicking in danger rule, and that was a definite free.
Yeah, hacked off Zach Morrison's hands there. He just went
the glove?
to grab it.
Yeah, they kicked his glove off.
Yeah. Benny McNamara now with it, leader of the band. Shout out to Milky Marnie. Handball over to Reed Adams. The glove here, getting onto the ball here. He's not too harmed by that kick in the...
He's tried to duck into it.
Good tackle.
Yeah, holding the ball.
Good decision.
Call.
Yep.
Yeah, good call.
Saw him coming there, the glove, and he tried to duck down.
Yep.
Lucas Boyd wrapped him up. And Boyd goes long. Oh, there's a punch from behind there by Maloney. Patton gets the hands off Wagner.
Oh,
he's missed that one.
Ran into an open goal.
Yep, 30 metres out straight in front there, Kirshen. You can't be missing those.
Can't be missing those. You really got to nail those, particularly early in the game. That scoreboard pressure early, set the tone.
Got to make those opportunities, put the pressure on Joey's early.
I think we mentioned at Barnsley, they'll start well, Leopold.
Yeah.
And they're the ones they've got to take. So
yeah, and traditionally Joey's a slow starter.
Correct, exactly right.
Need to make a move on it quickly.
Measure's taking the kick and goes straight down the guts. Jack Berry got shoved in the back and the umpire saw it. Yep, free kick to Berry. Taking about 60 from goal, too far out for the big man.
Yeah, they don't want a long point here.
We heard from Wilbur the wind will be going into his face. Lovely hairdo on the big fella though. Kicks that one down to the pocket. That's a kick to nobody.
You want to kick it.
Nah.
That's going to roll out of bounds.
Kick it to the far left pocket. Breeze is going that way. Carried it over.
Yeah.
Throw in.
Yeah, it's kicking into that dead pocket.
It is.
Over that side with the near the netball courts, or the old netball courts.
Yep.
It's the redevelopment here. Chucked in spinning ball, as Milky would say. We've got a nice kick there from Thompson. And that's going to bounce inside 50, just punched away. A few appeals for deliberate.
No.
Nothing there. I think that was Measures who tried to hack that one out of the area. He'll have another throw in the forward pocket here for Leopold, doing all the attacking at the moment.
Nearly 3 minutes gone. Not a great deal of action so far. I think we'll see this a lot of stoppages over that area today.
Yeah. Trent West pretty happy to sit behind the ball at the moment with the ball inside the forward 50.
It's the luxury of having two ruckmen, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus Lucas Boyd can jump in there.
Exactly right, yeah.
I think Denning might have won that one as this one is kicked out quickly by McLaughlin maybe. That's Marcus Thompson on hands and knees, gets up, picks it off. Jai Thompson spins in, gets onto his left, kicks that to about 20 metres out the hot spot. Berry's under it. About 4 players jump on his back. Ball trickles out the back, we'll have a rush behind. Seen through there by James Hickey. And Leopold double their lead.
They do.
2 points to none on the Blood Toyota scoreboard.
Measures kicks in, he's a designated kicker.
Kicks to himself to get the extra stat.
Correct.
Always important. That's why you take the kicks in. That's a long kick. Nice little jump in front there by Nick Burke.
Yep.
Plays on quickly though and it's smothered. Kick forward by Joey's. They've got all the numbers here and Pepper will take that one for Leopold. Back into the square. Chipping ball into Burke again, who wheels around in characteristic fashion, kicks out to the far flank. That's straight turnover. But it was drop mark, right? Yep. Drop mark there. It's hacked forward by Leopold. And here's Patton. No, he can't get this kick off. And that'll be holding the ball.
Yep.
Beautiful tackle.
So six inside 50 for the corner already, so they need to make an opportunity here, Leopold.
Haven't really had a good chance though, have they, Leopold?
No.
Not a clean chance.
Yeah, hack kicks.
That's out in the full. There's that wind clearly going now, shifted across the ground to the scoreboard.
Which is typical, isn't it, Kirsch? Because the ball's going to be over that side all game.
Umpire's down. Yep, he's back up though. It's probably as exciting as it's got thus far.
Yes. We've got to, one of these days we've got to get a close game in here, surely.
McHenry will take the designated kick in with Featherstone manning the mark. The week off, Featherstone with a rest against Lara last week.
Just as that man trying to find it around the car there, he's just pointing at it. You could have helped us out a little bit there, buddy.
Yeah, it's under my car, he said, but
just a little bit lazy.
To get it.
Yeah. Must be a Joey supporter, so McHenry crawls under there.
Yep. McHenry with a kick. Set it out there for a while.
They should be well set up,
Yeah.
Jazz.
Launches it long, inside 50. Nearly a mark, but not Barnesy.
Oh, yep.
Rebound 50. That's all right, keep going if you like.
No, well, I thought you were.
Little McLaughlin gives the handball off to Paddy Callagher, who fumbles the ball back to McLaughlin. Just waxing a little bit there. The little fella's out wide to Kershaw, the bad Kershaw. He's got it out in front of him. Straightens up, just a short dinky kick to Cam Tudor. Cam Tudor marks wheels, play on's a call. On his right, another dinky kick. There, overran it was Paliuris, coming off a 9-goal haul last week. Pepper, former Werribee VFL player, gets the handball out to Trent West. West out wide to that runner in Nick Burke, who's racked up the kicks. Nick Burke, but of course, setting himself back there is Denning.
Just a handball behind there from West.
It was, wasn't it? Denning short to Lovick.
Not playing in the ruck this week, Kirsch?
No, not in the ruck this week. Lovick has it centre wing, goes short to Reed Adams. Reed Adams pushes back off. He's made a little stop-start footy here by the St Joseph's team. Not really getting much going. Kick down the line to McLaughlin.
It's good by them. They like to use the ball, so just to slow it down, just get a couple of metres gained.
Some ball in hand. It's an ordinary kick. Holgren in mark, strong mark.
Great hands.
Half a metre off Larkham there he was. Holgren goes inside 50 with another toe tap and kick. Good pick up by Featherstone. Super Joe goes the snap. Holgren with a tackle. It's a terrific tackle. It's going to be deliberate or holding the ball, and it is.
Other one.
Interesting decision by the umpire who was blindsided. He wouldn't be able to see if that was a handball.
Yeah, correct. That's a good point you make.
That's a genuine guess.
Yep. Probably was deliberate anyway, but so Holgren has it. 45, probably a tough kick. From there, you'd say Barnesy.
From here, we're right behind him. The ball's going to be blowing it across the face.
Correct.
That far side. So they're always tough, those kicks.
Needs to kick to the left goal post.
It's going to take all his cunning.
Almost outside the left point post. He has to give it that much room.
It could be the an early contender for the United Petroleum or United Fuels goal of the day if he kicked this. He'd certainly be leading it if he kicked it. Oh, he's just doubled it. It's hit the woodwork.
As we said, it just faded across the face there. On the inside
it was a gentle kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, he really measured it, didn't he?
He just couldn't get it to more than the left.
That was a little bit more possession football there from St Joseph's coming forward.
Yeah, it was a smart play, wasn't it? They worked their way around the outer side as Pepper will take this kick in.
Wasn't some great kicks going along, but
they'd been doing just some hack kicks and just need to slow it down.
Definite plan, definite difference between the two sides.
See if you get it out of the back half, Barnesy.
As Pepper goes long, there's a push in the back there by Featherstone, not seen by the umpire, and this is McHenry onto the ball. Gives it off to Jai Thompson, who's been busy early. Sharp kick along the boundary. I'm not sure he meant it for Pitcher, but he's got it. Pretty as Daniel Pitcher stopped here. So this is where they're falling down a little bit. Leopold, they can't get it past the wing without any fluency. So Pitcher goes long and wide, and two Joey's players run for it. And here comes Howarth onto the ball, handballs it forward. There's nobody really there. The glove, Zach Morrison on it. So I lost my tongue in my mouth there.
Max Orison.
That one goes out of bounds on the far side. About 60 around from goal for Leopold.
Fairly poor communication by the two Joey's boys there running into each other.
Yeah.
Needed to talk better.
One held up in the wind there a little bit too. So it is definitely favouring Joey's, that wind, as Featherstone's moving into the ruck. Thompson almost got that one out. We'll pay it to him. I think that's Berry in there trying to get it back, and Featherstone handballs it forward wildly. First on it is McHenry. He's racked up by Super Joe. What a tackle. He's just thrown him like a rag doll. And Super Joe will just get up with a little bit of swag about that one.
He will.
Tackle of the day for him. He'll be pretty happy.
Oh, there's a bit going on over there. We know it's going to be heated early.
Yep.
Good forward pressure by him just to get down there to the contest and use that now in the forward 50.
As this one is fumbled around here by St Joseph's, they work it out. McHenry again has been busy, chucks this one on the left, another high kick inside 50. Well, holding the man there to Joey's. Yep, James Hickey will take the free kick.
Umpire was in a really good position there.
Yeah, nice and front and centre.
That one he was, wasn't he?
Right next to the contest.
So Hickey will take it in the back 50, Kirsch.
He will indeed. Kicks long down the line, Hickey. To the centre wing, to the scoreboard side, where the wind is favouring. Super Joe, front and centre, kicks inside 50 to a nice kick to Al Hickey. Will he kick it out in front of Cam Tudor inside 50? Yes, he does. And why wouldn't you kick it to Cam Tudor? He's dropped the chest mark. If it was a watermelon, he would have drowned. And rushed out of bounds in the dead pocket. He could have done better there. Cam, he's got a great pair of hands on him.
It was a perfect kick too. I think Larkham, just the old backman's trick, just grabbing the arm at the right time there too.
Just put him under enough pressure.
Yeah, just pulled him off a little
early, good
bit.
as well.
Yep, inside 50. Ball comes in. Berry and Holgren go at it. Thompson with a clearance. Outside 50. It's a bit of a stalemate. Reese battles at the top of the 50. Lovick set up, as always, outside the top of the 50. Measures, gets around his opponent, runs into an open goal. Daniel Measures
out on the full.
Hasn't measured it at all and kicked it out on the full.
Just a bit straight backman, wasn't it? Run into the 50, didn't look anywhere
got excited.
else. The eyes got bigger.
Yeah. I've got this, boys. Usually a very nice kick of the ball, Mesh, but on this occasion, not so, Barnesy.
Yeah, it happens to us.
Probably a bit of the wind as well.
Yep. A bit of deja vu, Barnesy, if you can get Pepper to take it out of the back 50.
Nobody within 40 metres of him either.
Interesting.
They're all started a little huddle.
Yeah, kick it into some space, short. And that's why.
It's bounced straight off his chest. That was Trent Thompson. He's just chested that one back as they work it out here. Wagner will run it out. This is McHenry again. He's getting a lot of the ball at the moment. And Barry will run onto this one on the wing. He's commanded a little bit there, and he'll get it back on a 1-2. Thompson running past, came through slickly and kicks it up the field. Maloney reaching over the top. Oh, that was West. Sorry, I just get confused with his hair at the moment. Ball fumbled around. Leopold runs over the ball there. Morrison picks it up and he'll handle it straight out of bounds. Ooh. And we will have another stoppage out on that outer side wing right in front of the scoreboard. That is 11 minutes played on that scoreboard if my eyes aren't deceiving me. It's 2-1 Leopold up.
I'll tell you what, we should have parked the bus over there, the truck over there, and every time we had all the play in front of us.
I don't know who drove it here, but they did a bad job.
Jimmy Buckley. Oh, handballs to the back of Sock's head. Here they go. They got the runners now. Reese on his left foot kicks a mongrel half inside out barrel. In front was McLaughlin, pushed off it there by Thompson, Marcus Thompson.
Couldn't get it.
Wagner, great kicks in half forward. Hit up Matty Miller perfectly, was it? Yes, no, it wasn't. It was little Howarth. Sorry, Brandon, for that, mate. He's kicks out wide and Lucas Boyd runs it over the line.
Just again there, it was a perfect position for Howarth. He had the whole 50 to work out the right spot for the lead and he kicked it to the boundary.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's the way Joey's are setting up, but I think he was just forced wide by the lead then and seduced by Boyd's lead. And no good here. Nick Burke, who's been in everything, has come off the ground with a done shoulder.
Yeah, left shoulder.
And straight up the rooms.
Couldn't move it.
Not good.
Couldn't move it at all.
So Nick Burke, I would suggest, out of the game.
Yeah,
comes across to Reed Adams, comes inside with his handball to Paul Dreyer. Paul Dreyer to Paliuris, who doesn't take it. Gets one off high, but gets around Pepper. He's on his own, Paliuris. He kicks out in front of Tudor or someone he's hoping can run into it. This would be the first goal of the game. Tudor into an open goal and kicks the goal. Clever kick by Pally, but I don't know if McLaughlin or Tudor knew it was for either one of them.
Yeah,
so
they're sort of looking at each other. Yeah. I think more than anything, I think he was hoping it would roll through for himself a little bit.
That's just the strength of Paliuris here. Shrugged the tackle off Pepper, straightened up, and and that's that getting seduced up the ground too. Cam Tudor and McLaughlin were very high up the ground. They had no one inside forward 50, so Paliuris said I had to sit, wait, and then kick the ball into some space.
But that's twice now Joey's have looked up in their 50 and their man has been the one closest to goal. So
that's right.
Leopold Backman will want to try and get behind them and you can't sort of let them get goal side.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good call. Interesting that Larkham's moved back to him.
27 kicks early already, Joey's.
Yep.
But Leopold have also had 25 as well, so they're both trying to use the ball pretty quickly.
Rucks go at it. Yep. You got it?
Yeah, I'll take it, Kurt. Just take a seat back here as the ball's fumbled forward a little bit. Trent West tries to lay a tackle and then hacked forward there by Mitch Maguire, but it's taken quite comfortably by, that is Capra. And Capra goes onto the outer side. Here's Jimmy Allen. It was up to Reed Adams, moving forward slickly onto the left. Little 45-degree kick there.
Done that a bit, haven't they? Missed it. Missed their target
too. Trent Thompson, he's missed the handball. So, Sock, who they calling Sock?
Yeah, Jimmy Allen. Yep.
Well, I'll have to ask you about that one in a second. Kirch's Paddy Callagher dribbles one inside 50. Mitch Aguirre gets a hand on it.
I'll have to get you the answer first.
Darcy Keith now, he's held up Maguire again. He just hacks that one out towards Patton. Patton and Measures. Measures reads it best and takes a nice little
good battle that one today, actually. Measures and Patton.
2 stars in their respective positions. And he's spotted one here, Measures, but he's missed him.
He's kicked 8 goals.
Ahead of Paddy Callagher
in his last 4 games against Joey's as well.
Yeah, right. That's an interesting stat. He's kicked 27 for the season.
So not son of Kevin or anything, Kirsch, that you know of?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, we'll find out by the end of the day. You listeners at home will be sitting on the edge of their seats listening to the answer of this.
All of you are stuck through the first 14 minutes of riveting footy as Denning does a little...
I haven't even noticed Milky missing, to be honest.
I think the listeners' earlobes might have, because they haven't been screaming down their throats as Paliuris misses the target inside 50. Mitch Maguire dropping in the space. Takes a nice mark, and his kick out wide will find Daniel Pitcher. He chips one up the line here. Here's Joe Walker. I haven't called him yet.
No.
He chips one along.
Be quiet.
He's found number 40, who's not in my book.
And not on the team sheet.
And that is no good for the rest of us.
No, it is not.
Just what we didn't need.
No, we need everything going our way, Barnesy,
we
at the moment.
We don't need any hiccups at the moment.
No.
I think he might just be number 40. I'll try and find him.
Yep. I'll call it. You look. Boundary throw in outside the St Joseph's coach's box. Rucks go at it. Hits back into the corridor. Who was that? Jai Walker, front and centre. Tries to keep it in. Jai Thompson to no avail, and we'll ball it up again.
Ben Carmichael.
Benny Carmichael.
40. I should have recognised him.
Yep, of course. Should have known that.
Yeah. Leopold have already had the 11 inside 50s for the quarter.
How many for Joey's, Will?
7.
Yes, interesting.
Rucks go at it. West wins that tap out. Another clearance here with that man Carmichael going inside 50.
Oh.
Well defended by Benny McNamara on that occasion. Rushed through for a 1 behind. At the 15:45 minute mark, it is 0-3-3 to 1-1-7 in a non-riveting affair at the moment. That's a terrible kick in by Measures. It goes straight to the Leopold opponent just outside 50. His kick inside 50. Oh. Yeah, perfectly weighted kick inside 50.
That's Brandon Howarth.
Yep.
About 40 metres out. I'm not sure about the distance with this wind.
Yeah, he's generally a very nice kicker of the football for goal. He's kicked his, what's he kicked for the season? 46 goals. So we all know he knows where they are.
Sitting third, I think, on the goal kicking tally in the league.
It's a fair effort for a small forward.
Yep.
Wow.
Been a focal point for Leopold for a few years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Typical stuttering run there from Brandon House. That's gone right across the face. Not even close. He's missed that by 25 metres. And that is marked by Denny.
Well
wrapped
read.
him up, haven't we? And
Yeah.
kicks across the face of goal and Measures. Measures on the overlap to Lovick. Lovick again on the overlap out to Hickey. Hickey with that short kick inside down the line. Al Hickey. Spoil there from
he's dropped
Matty Miller. Good tackle. Follow up here by Al Hickey. Gets a handball back inside to Tudor. Tudor out of bounds.
Got away with one there, Tudor. He had his arms pinned and he just let it go.
Yep.
So that spill down the tackles. You can get away with those at times.
The ball again on the outer side off Memorial Reserve. Spinning ball coming in. Ruckman go at it. Denning and West. West again with a hit out to advantage to Thompson. Bit of a scrimmage forward and another boundary throw in. I think we're going to have this a lot today, boys. Yeah. A lot of stoppages at that outer side, whether it be a throw in or a ball up.
Yeah, because of the wind and Leopold.
That's the main reason, Wilbur, I'd suggest.
Just stating the obvious.
Somebody's got to do it, Wilbur.
Yeah, that's right.
Ball comes in, is West in front position. He won that one again, I'd say. And it's just tapped up and down a little bit. Oh, pulling his way out there. Super Joe does a little banana kick inside the board.
That's a free kick.
That's over the shoulder. The umpire's called it.
It's hard to hear the whistles.
Yeah.
Pallieri's playing off the half-forward line today. He'll have the kick. He's about 65 metres out from goal. Big man Featherston's got his arm up, pointing out into the car park. Probably don't kick it there.
No, that's
Pallieri ignores him as he should. He kicks that into 50. Nick Burke there back on the field. He goes up for a fist there. Super Joe!
Hit the woodwork!
Inside of the post for Super Joe. He was halfway off for the celebrations to the crowd.
It's 2 woodworks for the quarter.
The front and centre by Super Joe was perfect.
Yes, he hit through at pace, read where it was going, did everything right except to hit the inside of the post.
Just couldn't finish.
It's almost hit the back of the post.
Yeah, it was over the line, I think, when it hit the post. Yeah. Just what we need to get a little bit of buzz into this game. A bit of Super Joe magic.
A little bit of excitement, and Super Joe's the man that can do it for us.
Yes.
Had a bit of flair to the game.
Yeah, there's your... Give that call in there with your man Pepper again kicking in.
Sultan.
Yeah. That's holding the ball.
Yeah, good tackle.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Can't have any advantage there, umpire.
Good decision by the umpire. Yeah, he gave it a look when he called it back.
Yep, brave enough to call it back.
They've been good early, the umpires.
They have.
Now, with Milky out of here, we could call it as we said. The umpire's doing a great job.
Yeah,
they are doing a good job today. Even with me sitting here, Barnesy, I can say that. Yeah, miraculous recovery from Nick Burke.
He does have shoulder straps. He's had shoulder issues throughout his career. So,
no. Reed Adams read that really well then.
Yeah.
Love it goes over to Reed Adams, who'll look inside 50 now, and he's spotted. Lovely kick.
Great perfect skills, kick. Reed Adams.
You could see it on his face. He spotted the space where he wanted to kick it, and then he found it there, and Jacko Davis it is.
Little Kevy Burke didn't like it, but Reed Adams did.
I think Kevy Burke might have let him know because it was through his hands that forced that turnover.
You reckon Reed might have told him?
Yeah. Kevy Burke doesn't go backwards in those situations.
No.
Now, if anyone from this angle, this breeze can do it, it's Jacko Davis, the best kick in the comp.
Best kick in the comp.
Yes, we say it every
time.
Don't want to jinx it.
Really lets us down in these situations.
He won't let us down, I can tell you right now.
Start it left of that post, Jacko, and it'll work back straight through the middle.
He will not let us down.
Saunters in, and he's done
exactly. Oh, wow.
Just give us a little bit of
Straight
love.
through the middle.
I tell you what, you could not have got that any straighter.
No.
Just give us a little bit of love.
Give us some love here, Jacko.
Time,
that was a delicious kick.
The perfect kick.
On the Blood Toyota score, that takes St Joseph's to 2-2-14. They're leading Leopold 0-3-3. And we have played 20 minutes and 11 seconds here at Memorial Park.
We have. So Denning's going to have a big job ahead of him today. He's going to do the ruck duties against West and Berry. Obviously, Featherston will give him a chop out, but it's going to be a massive job for him. He's going to have to be an iron horse today.
Yes.
Denning.
Yeah, West already had the 8 hit outs.
Yeah, and I reckon a lot of them to advantage as well, Wilbur. So
they've already had the 4 clearances as well.
Yep. So back in the middle, Denning v West. Good little matchups in there. Kelleher's gone into the middle. Oh, no one wins that. I'm giving that to no one. Denning with a big thump. Dreyer ripped off it. Big quick clearance there from Jolly Walker. Out to the outer wing yet again. Great tackle there from Mitch Patton. The glove picks up, clears, gives it to Reese. Reese goes forward. Oh, Palliuris again on that way in half forward. Hit up lead. Gives it out to Paddy Kelleher. Paddy Kelleher inside 50. Alex Hickey marks. Probably the hardest spot on the ground to kick a goal from Barnsley. You're as deep as you can be with the wind blowing in your hair.
The one thing is if you can set it up sort of outside the goals, it'll work back into the goals.
Yeah.
So if you start it out, it might come back.
You're going to have to kick this technically 60 metres, I reckon, the way the wind will come hold it up. So they set themselves in the square. Oh, that's not a bad.
That's a good.
Yeah. He's tried too hard and he's
gave away the goals, I think.
Kicked the point.
Pocket. So under siege at the moment, Leopold. They had the best of the first 10 minutes, but it's been stuck down Joey's ends ever since.
Joey's have got back to 10 inside 50s to Leopold's 11, but they've had the 3 marks inside 50.
Yeah.
Joey's, that's
My
big.
man Pepper's been taken off the gig for the kick in. They've seen enough.
How are you going to go calling someone else kicking it in, Barnsley?
Darcy Key still have the job here.
Let's see how you go this time.
He's going to go to the outer side and he's going to go long. No surprises there. Trent Thompson will fly and he will mark. No, that's not Trent Thompson. That's Jaden McHenry.
Uncontested mark.
Won't be happy with that, Joes, but they got a good spread there, Leopold, where it wasn't too much of a pack situation. He does kick it at Trent Thompson, as I earlier suggested.
So you predicted it.
Yes, doing well. Very, just ahead of the play here for the listeners in. The ball goes into the midfield. Super Joe's in there, and Super Joe's got it, and he throws that one out. The umpire didn't see it. Oh, that's an ugly kick from the bad Kershaw. That's come out to us.
McLaughlin will get to it first.
Kicked it to his old man. McLaughlin will pick this one up. Nice little...
It's a free kick.
Downfield
kick
free.
Against Jai Thompson, is it?
Yeah,
Riley
McLaughlin
Kershaw
straight
comes
away.
in. Have a shot, son.
He's hoofed that. Straight out of bounds. Bit of a raspberry calling to the old man.
If you're going to have a shot, son. Make the most of it.
Yeah, one of those ones, Kirsch, where if you kick it and you miss and you say, oh, well. You've got to own up to those shots. Can't just be having them willy-nilly.
No, you cannot. So who's got you kicking this time? No, it's out in the full, that's right.
No, that's McHenry. He's in a lot of it.
Yep.
Trent Thompson, gangly fellow Trent Thompson. He's a big unit.
He is, isn't he?
He's thick legs.
He's an awkward height.
Yeah.
He's sort of an in-between.
But good build.
Solid build. Ball, West should mark this. Doesn't. Front and centre was Carmichael. Carmichael kicks the ball long inside 50. Capra's up. At the back is McNamara. McNamara on his left boot. Reed Adams, uncontested mark on a wing. Reed swings around on his left. He has. On his left leg. Super Joe picks up, looks inside 50, kicks long, and it's to the loose man. No, it was actually Al Hickey's man coming off him in Jaden McHenry again.
Had more time, Super Joe.
Yeah, he
should have
did.
composed.
He's going to wheel and go. That's a
Here's
nice
a go here for
kick.
Leopold. Kevin Red should have gone there. He had the chance. Patton wants it out on the wing, but he's held it up. He should have used him then. No chance.
Yep.
Burke will go the other side now, and that's no good. Lovick's in the way. Chop of the arms, but Zach Morrison came through anyway with it. He gives it back to Lovick. He's gone!
Oh.
Wrapped up, but he got the hands free.
Terrible.
Morrison drops it. Maguire here with it, and he's wrapped up. Solid tackle on him, and we'll have a ball up. Just as I said, Burke had the chance to get the ball to Patton, and you can't catch Mitch Patton when he gets on the loose out there.
Barnsley, the only way you're going to really beat Joey's at their own game is by moving that ball on every Yeah, exactly right. So
if they get 3 seconds to set up, it's too late.
Exactly right. You know how well they set up behind the ball.
Nick Burke punches one forward to the centre half forward here. Super Joe's in there again, and he's thumped this one very high into nobody. Trent Thompson should reach over and take this, and he does over the top of Jacko McLaughlin. A bit of a height mismatch there. He goes into the middle to Jai Thompson, who's been quite busy so far. Out to the outer side, here's Howarth.
Good kick.
He's dropped another one here, yeah. That one got him right
Falcon
in the bush.
of the day.
Finds enough space to kick one right along the ground. Holcron, Tudor that was, who got a hand on him.
Oh,
Maloney,
big fella.
Yeah, Trent West with the long hair. I keep thinking he's Maloney. He kicks that one inside 50. Oh, trying for the hold there, and he's conned him into one. Oh, they've taken the advantage here. And Mitch Patton's going to run it to go and kick the first for Leopold. So goal to Mitch Patton. They got the free kick for the hold in the pocket and took the advantage smartly there, Leopold. And they're on the ball on the board, I should say. Really struggling to get the sentence out, Kirsch. Leopold 1 goal 3-9, trailing Joey's 2-2 4-2 3-15. That is for Blood Toyota.
A little fortunate goal, but you need all the opportunities going your way, and you got to make the most of them. So free kick, tough area as we know out there to kick a goal. So the advantage was well paid and. Little Mitchy Patton, what's that for the year for him? That's 28 for the year. And what did you say? He averages 4 against Joey's in the last couple of times?
He's kicked 8.
8 in the last 2.
He's
that would be an average of 4, I'd say. Yep.
Last couple of games.
And he's on track, 1 1/4 so far.
He is. Rucks go at it. Big thump forward by West. Inside forward 50 here. Carmichael flicks one back. That is Kevin Burke, who set up outside the forward 50. Worked his way back almost to the middle.
That's number 29, who we don't have in our sheet.
Oh, excellent. That's fantastic. Tudor gets legged. Should be a free kick. No, said the umpire. We'll keep playing. Measures out wide. Flicks it out to the runner in. Oh, that was... Oh, Jacko Davis. Jacko Davis, grubber, out 2. Get out of the way, umpire. Denning inside forward. Lovely 50 kick. Goes. Yeah. Paul Dreyer. Paul Dreyer squares it up to Featherstone. Doesn't take the mark. No front and centre there for St Joseph's. Cleaning up his Larkham. Larkham with a Mong kick out wide. It's going to pay off, though. No, Lovick gets him tackled and paid holding the ball. Good tackle from behind. Wasn't the greatest kicks exiting their back half. Lovick.
Old no name there. Couldn't outrun Lovick.
Lovick looks inside forward 50. He's inside the square at the moment. Squares it up. It's going to sit too long. No. Capra with a mark. Capra, probably 55 out from goal. Kicks inside 50. Nice little chip kick inside 50. Paul Dreyer.
Just too easy there.
Yes, Leopold. On that Leopold. They had plenty of time and there was a big gap there for Dreyer to move into.
It was actually Logan Wagner who watched Dreyer just come off him a little bit and just didn't think he'd use that man that close. And Joey's will do that. Watching. They'll hold position. So it's a big kick from there. I don't know how he'll go with that. And that is a long point, Barnesy.
Yes, as you said, Kirsch, those long points come back to haunt you.
Don't like long points.
Last night in the AFL was one to remember. Bulldogs had about 6 or 7 shots in the second quarter outside 50. And
correct.
That's why they didn't win the game, I think.
Exactly right. Giants had 2 inside 50s and 2 goals.
Yeah. Come on, Barnesy. Get him out of here. Who you got? McHenry?
He's lost. He's going to have to go to the outer side once again.
Yep.
Chips it up. Oh, I can't see this plays in the way. That's taken over the top there by the sock Jimmy Allen. He handballs it off. There's too many people in the way, but Paddy Callagher leading up will take a mark about 20 metres out in that tricky pocket out there on the outer side, but 20 metres out. And he'll have a shot at goal, Paddy Callagher.
Beautiful kick by Measures coming into the forward 50. You're right, though, with that one, Barnesy. Leopold looked a little bit lost with their kicking. What they have been doing is moving their players sort of up to the 50 and then running in on that 45 angle, getting their little hit-ups. On that occasion, they didn't.
No.
And they didn't actually give him a hit-up, so he didn't know where to kick, so he kicked long.
Callagher comes in, sauntering approach, gives away the goals as he has to, but he's gave away too much, and Berry will just fist that one into the fence for a rush behind. And we'll try this one again, Kirsch. I'll handball this one to you, mate.
Oh, mixing it up, are we? All right. So what's he going to do on this occasion? I think he's going to go to the defensive side again, which is the outer wing, and long again. So Keast has the duties on this occasion, and again it's intercepted by St Joseph's player in Measures, setting up again behind the ball outside forward 50. They keep playing that. Let's go to Paul Dreyer again. He's dropped a chesty. Jacko Davis on his left foot swings around. Riley Kershaw's in the run here. He's going to run through. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yes, he doesn't. And it's going to be Andrew Pepper. Clears out of bounds.
Yes, he doesn't.
Yes, he doesn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't.
Oh, a free kick here to Jai Thompson.
I
Must have got a bit of high contact after it went out of bounds. They sort of roughed him up a little bit. Didn't see much in it.
So 45 seconds of play and it's nearly back to where it come from.
Yes.
Jai Thompson long down the line. It should be marked here by... No, it isn't. Punched back inside forward 50. Super Joe! It's another yuck kick. Yeah, I know it's tough conditions out there, but we're seeing some yuck kicks at the moment. And Dennings had his rest to come back on into the ruck foray, this time against Berry. So here you go, Barnesy.
Yep, will do, as the umpire's going to throw this one in from in front of the cricket nets. And Berry, Featherston's taking it with him. That one goes over the back of both of them. Missed handball there from Leopold. They would have been out. Berry picks it up. Gives it off, and that one's a kick quick up and under. This is going to be right in the hands of Lovick. He's going to fly for this one and take it. 55 metres out. You could see it. See it as old as time. Daniel Lovick was going to swallow that one. He's 55 metres out. He'll look for that short pass. We've seen it before. Super Joe's pointing.
Oh, he nearly handballed to a Leopold opponent who called for it. Yeah, that's the kick. His side of the hot spot.
Yeah. Berry, it's a free kick here. Callagher's going to get one. Callagher's going to get one.
Did you see that? Yeah, it was there, wasn't it?
Did well.
Yep. Logan Wagner, I think he got a bit nervous. He doesn't usually play defence, Wagner. He just pulled him out of the contest.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like the last one, he let Dreyer off the chain inside 50, and that time he gave away a free kick. So he does look pretty nervous down there.
Yep. Didn't need to do it. Callagher's not going to stand on the pack and take a miracle grab in that situation. Just got to be nervous.
Bang.
That's a crucial goal for Joey's as Callagher slots up from 15 metres out directly in front. And they've kicked away a little bit here. That moves into 3-5-23 over Leopold 1-3-9. We've played 30 minutes, and that is for Blood Toyota.
Yeah, they definitely needed a goal there, Joey's, with the 8 scoring shots for 18, and they've had 18 inside 50s. So they'd been getting lots of marks when Leopold would be rebounding it back, because they'd be setting up really good, and they were going to be going inside 50 every time, and they've finally made their opportunity.
Barnesy, the game's being played like they've got nothing to play for at the minute. There's not real much importance in the result.
Urgency.
No,
is there?
It's a non-urgent game.
Both teams really can't move in their positions. They can't really go up either, Leopold.
No,
so
exactly. The Rucks go at it. Tudor v Berry. No one gets it. Matty Miller tackled without it. Umpire said that's okay. Berry not sure what to do with it. Just threw it out. Bit of a scrimmage tackle, and Matt Miller gets out, but nothing.
Here we go, Kirsch.
Yeah, he probably got lippy.
Which one?
My boy. Rucks go at it. Berry taps it out. Still a scrimmage inside there. Clearance to Leopold. Well, good body work there from Logan Wagner. He looks a lot more comfortable at that end of the ground. He's showed a little bit of candy. Kicks it long and almost to that dead pocket again. And someone is down. Is it Kevy Burke? Yeah, Kevy Burke's down. But he's back up.
I thought he had that one, Maloney. You jostled position perfectly. Guarded where the ball was going to land, but he didn't get the right spot where it landed. No. Just went over his head and out to the boundary line.
It did. I should have really gone out in the middle of the ground and seen what that wind is doing. Maybe I'll do it at the break.
But Wilbur was here all morning. He had about 15 kicks in that breeze, so he should know
exactly how to handle it.
Yes.
So Rucks go at it. Another clearance again to Leopold. This time, Jai Walker kicks it back in and in front. Strong mark.
Yes. Just hit it with his chest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Alex Maloney. So he used his body well the last, contest. Didn't mark it that time, though. Looked unstoppable in front. There's a siren for the break.
That happens when you get front spot as well.
Yep, of course.
If you drop short.
They really need this goal, Leopold. That's an understatement, I know. But he's kicked it straight through the middle. No question about that one. Goal umpire doesn't move.
Team lifter.
Yeah, good boost.
They've all got around him. They've all got around him. I don't know whether that's his first goal in GFL footy.
Definitely not.
It's certainly not. But I don't know why they got around him the way they did. But Berry, so they're going to try and stretch him a little bit here, Leopold. I don't mind that. Ball aloft, Barnesy.
Yes, ball off. Trent West is going to jump up again. He wins this one, taps it towards Jai Thompson, who overrun it. And they both dive in there, Thompson and his opponent. West picks up, handballs it to nobody. Putting their way forward here is Joey's a harsh tackle laid on pitcher. And McLaughlin now has been thrown into the turf. We're going to have another ball up. About 10 metres closer to Joey's goal, so they won the first 30 seconds of the quarter. Put that down as a tick as the umpire throws it straight back up. That one's Dennings. I think he's tapped that one a little bit forward. McLaughlin in there diving again. Calls have dived on it from the field, but the umpire's not going to be swayed.
No.
And we'll have another ball up. Inching it even closer still, Joey's. Yep. Another 3 metres gain there. West reaches over the top here again and taps it backwards. And we are going to have another stoppage. They gained about half a metre that time, I think, Kirsch.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like rugby at the minute.
Yes. Yeah. Bit of a scrum as the umpire throws it up once again. Good for the tap-outs. West won that one and he follows up on the ground level. Can't pick it up. Wants a free kick. Al Hickey in there. He falls over. Quick kick forward there by Jai Walker. Logan Wagner throws himself at it but couldn't get there before the bounce as Denning handballs the ball forward in a bit of a rush. That one's hacked forward by Al Hickey. Calls for holding. He's jumped all over him there and the umpire's going to see a free. So Trent Thompson landed all in the back of his opponent, who is Paliuris. He's going to have a free about 35 out from goal straight in front.
Yep. So a few obvious things at these stoppages that St Joseph's want to keep it congested. Don't let them get on the outside, Leopold, because that's where they're really strong. And also, they, as we know, they set up very well behind the ball. Leopold can't afford, when they win these stoppages, to just kick that ball forward rush, because St Joseph's is just going to press and kick that ball back inside forward 50, and that's the risk of playing that game, that brand of footy.
That up and under kick by Walker without looking.
Absolutely,
it's almost an automatic turnover against Joey's. Pallier, slow approach here. Walking in nice and calmly. He's going to kick from directly in front. As I said, he kicks it, starts it outright, and it stays outright.
Still in.
Just makes it over the line in the
Long
end.
point.
Off some
Barnesy.
hands. Yes, as we said.
It's a pet 8.
It's one to watch. If we're going to have another kick out down there. Pepper's back on it, Kirsch. There you go, mate.
All right.
Enjoy this.
Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah.
Let's see what Pepper can do here. Is he going to go the defensive side, or is he going to come attack this top? Ooh, he's come out this way too, at the clubroom side. Ball punched back inside forward 50. Front and centre's Palliuris. Palliuris with a big sweeping handball inside 50. Super Joe's there. Hickey's there. Ball runs out of bounds.
Interesting he chose that side. They were outnumbered when he kicked it out. And there wasn't really a tall tug. I mean, Nick Burke was here, but there was no real focal point for that kick.
Well, I think if you're going to attack the attacking side, you've got to at least have a +1 or obviously a freebie. That's stating the obvious, but he's come out there on a negative. Anyway, ball's out on the full there by Nick Burke, whose shoulders are back intact. A bit more tape back on him.
Probably didn't need to kick that there.
Nah, just step it over.
Yeah.
He was under pressure. Reid Adams with the receiving free kick on his left foot.
Good spot for some advice. He's going to kick this from outside, from right in front of the bench.
Oh, jeez, he's had a go at it too, might I add. Drifted. Yeah, I'm tipping the coaches may have been going, look, have a go at this, Reid.
You'd hope so. Otherwise, if they were saying top of the square, he certainly didn't do that.
No. So here he is again. Yeah, going the defensive side this time. Has the loose man, the little, what's that, Trent Thompson in the pocket there. Kicks it long down the outer wing. Denning just got rid of his opponent and took a strong mark. Gave a handball, as a ruckman should, but put him under pressure. Reese with a snap inside forward 50. Top of the square type stuff. Punch away there from the Leopold defender. Oh, here they go. They're out now. Logan Wagner, who's pushed up the ground with the press. He's given the 9-iron. Hasn't got there. Boyd tried to trap it. What does he do here? Hickey, strong. Patton, not. In goes Zach Morris. Patton ducked his head, and he's got to be gone here. He's got to be gone. Yep. Ducked his head.
No.
Oh! Gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, umpire, I think it's either too high or holding the ball, one or the other.
After he got hit high there, he just laid on the ball there, Patton.
He did wait for the umpire to free kick.
Geez, Boyd was slow turning around there, wasn't he, getting on that loose ball?
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, lucky Patton was there who had some pace. Another hit to advantage out of the ruck. He's ducked his head, Thompson, then throws it. Doesn't get paid. Little McLaughlin's there. He gets up, gives a shocking handball in tight to Kershaw. Kershaw gets through traffic, kicks a forward, inside forward 50. Again, Thompson sets up well, defends well, and he kicks up. And it goes out of bounds. Barnesy, see if you can get some better skill out of your call.
You could see there Thompson at the last minute tried to kick that on an angle, and that's not the way you drop the ball.
No.
So he ended up just flatting it out of bounds. So we'll throw this one back in right on centre wing, right in front of the faithful here at Leopold, who are pretty quiet at the moment. As the ball's knocked down, Carmichael, good hands out of the ruck there, and pitches, slams one forward. Measures through his hands.
Strong
Patton's on the outside here. Good handball. Wagner goes back in, gets some time. Chips one in the middle. That's a good option. We've got two here. They've stuffed it up. They've stuffed it right up. Thompson wraps up Rees though, and he's got him. This could be ball. No, the umpire calls play on.
It's a bit stiff there, I thought.
Yep, another guess from behind as Rees goes down the line. Nick Burke doesn't fly at this one. He probably should have, but he'll be the first one on the back of the contest. The wheel on his left. There's no other way he's going to go. Wagner throwing a hospital handball. He has to get rid of it quickly. Keith's trying to get to it. Holcren too. Ball's in dispute. John Thompson always wins them when they're in dispute.
Yep.
Reed's getting through it. He's tackled well again.
That time.
Yep, that one's holding the ball. Nice tackle there by Pepper.
Now the Leopold crowd's getting into it.
Yep. Well, I think ironic cheers.
Running with the Chubbs Peterson one glove there. Pepper, just a shout out to Buzz if you're listening in hospital.
Yep.
Hope the x-rays have come back negative or positive. I'm not sure which way we want it there. Handball through here. Pitch is going to thrust one forward. Oh, it's gone through the legs there of Walker, I think that was. Right onto the man of our number 29 who chips that into the 50. That's a lovely mark.
Well set up.
Lovely take there. Denning coming back just to fill the hole. Interesting ball drop on that one, but he gets it out wide. Punch back forward. The ball slips forward here. Number 29's back on, and he's a lively character just when we didn't want him to be. Ball's kicked inside 50. And that one's bunted out towards the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. No, the ball's still in. Yes, goes over now. Walker sees it over. About 50 out from the Leopold goal, out on the dead wing.
Yep. Not much has happened. 8 minutes gone.
Leopold about the 15 kicks.
Yep.
In this quarter?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a few.
Yep. 2-3-15 to 3-7-25. Is that right?
Yep.
Arrows on the
Yes,
score.
there is a cursor in the middle of the scoreboard.
Clearing handball. Ruckman, no.
Never got that in the old days, did you?
No way. Not the old pieces of board.
Yeah.
Super Joe kicks long. Well defended there. Hit back. Hickey. Handballs out of bounds. Pepper. Casual. Gets it. Moves forward in a very slow motion.
Yes. Everybody was going in slow motion.
Yes, correct. Mitch Maguire kicks it out on the full. Receiving the free kick will be Jack Buckley. He's been a bit quiet today, Buck.
Yep.
Needs to get himself into the game. He kicks long down the outer wing scoreboard side. Straight to there. Nick Burke set himself up well. Front and centre was no one. Ball hits the ground. Cam Tudor tackles. Flung was Pepper. Free kick down the ground.
Downfield, yes.
Yep.
Handy one there for Leopold because that was a 50-50 ball and Walker will be the one taking it.
Yeah.
Looks on inside 50s. A lot of tools back there for Leopold, as we mentioned, so he's going to have to kick it in high, you'd assume, and he does. Looking for Boyd. Denning's back there, but Boyd almost got to a first. Denning made position just in the nick of time and he thumps it out of bounds.
Yeah, the way they're structured, Leopold, with their big tools, they need to get lots of marks inside 50 this quarter. They only had the 2 last quarters, so they need to make the most of it now.
And it's interesting, there was a kick in before and none of the tools really pushed up to the kick in, so they're all waiting back. So they're relying on marks inside 50 at the moment, which hasn't been their game plan the last few years, Leopold.
No, it hasn't, has it?
This one's hacked in forward. Maguire's first on. He's got some breathing space. He'll line this one up, Mitch Maguire, and he's kicked truly.
That's a goal of the day.
That is a United Fuels contender. Jot that one down, Kershaw, I reckon. We'll be coming back to that one. Mitch Maguire's kick one on about the 8-minute mark of the second quarter to bring Leopold back within touch here. So they move to 3-3-21. St Joseph's a 3-7-25 with a cursor still on their name. That is thanks to Corio Bay Health Group here in the second term. A beautiful goal there by Mitch Maguire.
Yeah, definitely. That's Leopold's 4th inside 50 now for the quarter. They've just evened it up a little bit. Last couple of minutes they've been a lot stronger than St Joseph's and been using the ball very good, and that's a rewarding goal. Just as we said they're going to be relying on marks for their goals, they got a nice crumping one.
Well, that's right, and like you said, it's going away from their game plan because Howarth, their leading goal kicker, and Patton second.
Yeah. Well, a bit of a delayed advantage there from the umpires. The ball kick forward here from Joey's. They got a nice helping hand from the ref. Pepper's cut one off. He's having a good game, Pepper. He sneaks one down the wing with his left boot. This one's going to be cut off by Kershaw, but he's happy to run that into the fence. And we're going to have a throw in right in the middle of centre wing.
Didn't really want to keep that in, did he?
There was nobody really around him. He had time to sort of keep himself in and kick the ball forward, but
play the percentages, unfortunately.
Yes. A bit disappointed. His old man here sitting next to me as the ball's thrown in here. Barry and Denning doing work. Denning probably down to Kershaw. That was the game plan all along as he handballs this one inside the centre square. Fumble by Buckley. It's hacked forward, measures in the right spot at the right time, as always. Look it up in the dictionary. It's always measures in the right spot at the right time. Zach Morrison throws one forward. Boyd here with the handball, gets it back. Carmichael will be first on it. No, stolen away.
Strong that time, Buckley.
Brilliantly done by Buckley. He worked his way through traffic. Unsure there, the sock, as he handballs it over to Lovick, who just handballs it to no one. Blind handball. Bit of a scrappy moment here by Jimmy Allen. He's turning over. Trent Thompson attacks it forward. Get it out of there. This isn't going to work, though. Oh, it is. It's fumbled. Nothing doing by the umpire. He thought he got one there high. And Zach Morrison will run it out towards the boundary, kicks that one up the wing. He's pied that downfield. I'm not sure about that. Lovick's going to get it and he handballs over the top to a running Kershaw. He's got some breathing space here on the wing. He looks up at a chiseling ball down the wing, but he's hit it awfully.
Dear.
And that's going to be marked there by McHenry Kirsch.
It's a very unskillful game of football, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah.
Outer wing. Jai Walker has some space. Chased down by Paul Dreyer, overcommitted. Comes back inside, has the running player there in Kevy Burke. Kevy Burke with some space and pace. And a handball inside forward, 50 to nowhere, to the outer side. Good chase by Jacko Davis. Just put a bit of perceived pressure on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Both these sides are
slow
really
to get up.
Known for their kicking, and it hasn't been overly great so far.
It's two of the most skillful sides, you'd say, going into today, but it's just been absolutely zeros on that respect, but at least it's close.
No.
Yep.
4 points the margin favouring Joey's.
There's just some uncharacteristic errors, isn't there? Like that handball there to a one-on-one that's 20 metres away. Anyway, kick back inside, forward 50 for Leopold into the arms of that man.
Are you taking turnovers, Wilbur?
No.
Love it, under all sorts of pressure.
He's just hacked one
McNamara has Kershaw. That's a shocking handball by McNamara. Puts them all under pressure. It's just
You don't see that from Lovick, do you?
No, you don't.
Wish I did have turnovers.
And he got up very gingerly too, holding his groin, Lovick. Certainly can't afford to have him go down. So, the ball, forward 50 for Leopold. The attacking side, the new netball stadium side. Out of the ruck was West. He done very well. Handball, he's got his own clearance.
Yep.
Hickey, James, variety. Buckley, strong over the ball, gets it out. Jacko Davis, tackled.
Interesting, he got a kick away there, Davis. He did drop it onto his boot, but it might have bounced beforehand, so sometimes they like to pay that on the ball if it bounces.
Yeah. By the letter of the law, he done that correctly.
Yeah.
West, handballs inside the centre square, and that is Darcy Keast, who chisels one over to Jai Walker, who's starting to get a little bit of the ball on the outside this quarter.
Just
Jai
about
Walker.
to say so.
Been presenting well.
Yep.
Luke Jai Walker.
Well, this is the kick. They've got to kick a long ball, and they've kicked it to the 2-on-1. So the height advantage is not working down there for them at the moment.
Hacked back in by Wagner, though, and that's going to bounce out. So they gained a little bit of yardage.
Good front and centre there.
Good result, that, because it was a 3-on-1 against Howard, so they'll be happy with the ball up right against the point post on that dead side. Denning and West this time. Doing good rotations there, the ruckman. It's never the same matchups.
No.
This one's going to fall short a little bit. Denning tries to flick it over behind him. Reed Adams get a quick kick away, and it's gone over the head, so Featherstone will mark. That's a good result for Joey's. Gives it off quickly. Looking out here, Kirsch, he's looking out for McLaughlin, who's going to run onto this. Interesting battle, both pacey here.
Oh,
that's Chicky Touchwood.
Geez,
That is
umpire.
very Chicky Touchwood.
You got to let the game go sometimes, son.
Just held him a little bit.
Nick
but
Burke receiving the free kick. Tiny jumper tug. He hooks it back. Oh, jeez. Howarth had to fly. And he's getting a free kick. I'm not really sure what for. Buckley thought it was for him.
He must have been out of the game a little bit, this umpire, because he's trying to get himself back into it.
So Howarth about 55 out he's going to kick from. He won't have the journey in him. But he spotted something and he's made it. Yes,
good mark.
Carmichael.
Yeah, the umpire's been pretty good, so don't let yourselves down, boys, with some ordinary free kicks.
That was just incidental contact, Howarth flying for the mark there.
It's a contest.
Yep.
Anyway,
Carmichael about 45 out from a difficult angle here, right in front of him. We've seen a few shots from here, but they've been pretty close both times. Jacko Davis kicked one,
and Holgren hit the post.
He's a left-footed Carmichael, so he's going to give it away, and it's going to float away.
Coming
it's
back.
going to go right across the face and stay in. Or it's going to roll out of bounds.
Milky's just sent a nice photo from Manly Beach asking how the weather is here, and it is as sunny as you like it on the water up there at the moment. Well, Milky, we're not missing you one bit.
Said he ran into royalty in Torpedo
at King's Cross.
Yes, bumped into him. Interesting place for you on a Saturday morning.
Just
Milky.
hanging around the cross, Milky.
Not sure you should be around King's Cross on a Saturday morning.
No.
You might see some things.
Yeah.
Al Hickey
knows what he was looking for over there as well.
Who knows what the Torpedo was doing as well.
Well, that's true. This is true. Anyway, we're still out here at Memorial Reserve waiting for this game to fire up.
Leopold 29 kicks now to St. Joseph's 14.
Yep.
There's a tackle on here. Well, the umpire wanted to pay it, and he is going to pay. He's going to pay a throw.
Didn't make an attempt.
Well, they've paid advantage here. He's going to kick one for the back pocket here. Mitch Patton, straight across the face and a behind. I thought the play stopped there, but keen to move it on.
Did stop, and the umpire said, that's okay. Same umpire, though. I've told my VFL coach, John Lamont, to come to this game today because it'll be the best game to watch.
He might
this
get the sack if he does.
And
he's not going to be happy with this.
He's not. I might get the sack. Anyway, ball along the outer wing, or probably 80 out from goal of the Leopold goal. That's a throw.
That's a fair dinkum throw, that one.
And Kevy Burke will be the recipient of the free kick. He looks long to go inside forward 50. He just gives it a nice little 45-metre chip. And the Bigs is Kamchuda!
Oh, he's going to pay a free kick otherwise. Can we still sneak that in?
No, he's paid it. He's paid the mark.
That's a United Fields then. Write it down. He got a great ride. That's the best mark we're going to see today, I'm tipping.
Yep.
Good. He took the mark, but then he rid afterwards, Kamchuda, and that was a nice one. It was good for the highlights reel.
Yep.
Not so good on that call, I'll say. But
no, we weren't really ready for it. He marked it and then got the ride on the way down. Anyway, who was that? Paul Dreyer with the overlap over to the glove. Back to McNamara. McNamara retreats back to Lovick, who set himself up.
Lucky West was facing him.
Correct. Doesn't hit the ball. Oh, West done pretty good there with a bit of pressure, but a great kick to Featherstone. They got numbers out wide here if he looks across to switch, but doesn't. Luckily. That's 50 because you can't run there, Lucas Boyd.
Encroached on the area.
Yes, he did. Just his area. Look, he just wasn't. He was actually trying to cover off Kamchuda running out wide as a wide ball receiver, but got too far close to the man on the mark. Tough kick there for Lake Featherston, I reckon. That's 50 metres out.
Yep.
With that breeze, and there's going to be a long point again, Barnesy, I predict.
Yes, he is a long shot. But
he is a long kick, but yeah,
doesn't fancy himself.
Doesn't fancy himself. Look to handball to Cam Tudor running past. He tries to get a little bit of extra metre.
Oh, geez, I tell you what,
He's giving it everything.
Oh,
Hit
straight
the
into the
post again. That's a third poster today.
Gave it a roost.
Yes.
Did give it a roost.
The umpire's waving about here. We've got a 50 of some sort.
We don't know what's happening. Featherston wants it back. There is confusion reigning. Super Joe
This
wants
umpire
it.
wants it back here at the top of the square.
Super Joe wants it.
He's trying to insert himself in the conversation there, Super Joe. Just trying to have his words heard.
Listen. He's cancelled the point.
Yep. So we're going to have another shot or a reversal of some sort.
No one knows. They're setting up as it's going to be a kick-in, so I don't understand that.
Yes, we've got no idea. If you're listening and have no idea, you're in the same boat as us.
We have less of an idea. But the free kick goes to Reed Adams at the top of the square, who kicks the goal. Some really good banter going on out there too between the two teams. I just took my headphone off for a little bit. But, look, there must have been a free kick given after the ball had gone through the post or at the time of the contest.
Yeah, so it's some sort of either downfield or a free kick in the goal square to Reed Adams, and he's kicked one from the goal square. So that extends Joey's lead. I think the scoreboard's going to be a bit confused like we are. That they already gave the point, so we're not sure how fast they can take it back.
We do apologise for the confusion, but we had no idea.
So I've got Joey's at 4-7.
Yep.
That'll be 31, leading Leopold 3-3-21. Thanks to Cry Bay Health Group as they bounce it back in straight away. Reed Adams 2 kicks in 5 seconds. He kicks the ball forward. That one's thumped. Nice work by Featherston. He tapped into his teammate's advantage and the ball's kicked forward. Trent Thompson's under this one going back. Well, he's dropped it. Pepper will be at the drop of the ball. There's another whistle.
Throw by Pepper, your man Pepper.
Yes, Salt and...
Yep, and I believe that it may be Paul Dreyer, the recipient of the free kick after a good tackle.
Yep, so that'll be a nice shot here. It's only going to be 25 out directly in front for Paul Dreyer. He got dragged off it a little bit, Pepper, and he might have just missed the fist with his handball. Good tackle, right place at the right time, and Paul Dreyer's going to line up.
They looked a bit better coming out of the middle than Wilbur. They won the tap out, they won the clearance, they got the inside 50, and they've got the tackle. So
their leading clearances this quarter 5-4.
Yep.
Dreyer just punches it straight through the middle. So two within a minute there for Joey's.
It's definitely going to be good for St. Joseph's. They only had the 5 inside 50 this quarter, but they've had the 2 goals. So they've been pretty quiet in the first half of this quarter. It'd been all Leopold, but now they've got the momentum.
Massive turnaround for them after being locked in their back 50, and now they got that 50-metre penalty to Featherston, and since then they've just been doing it themselves in their forward half.
They've brought a bit of grunt in the middle. They've got Paliuris come in now off half forward flank and come in for a bit of size in there to try and reduce, I guess, their influence around the hit house to advantage. Rucks go up, Tudor and West. West wins it straight down the throat off the midfielder. Reese comes in off the line, gives it out wide to Kershaw. Kershaw turns, got some pressure, gets hit high, gets it.
How is that not a free kick?
Yeah, I don't know. We just don't. We're very confused today by some of the.
That's a free kick. Yeah, he's paid that one.
And the recipient will be Mitch Patton. That might have been just the payback there from on Lovick. Mitch Patton looks to go long again. They've gone to the top of the square, long, but straight to Benny Capra.
Yeah.
Berry's not happy with that, and rightly so, because he's probably needed a kick to his advantage rather than on top of his head, because Benny Capra is one of the best defenders in the competition. He'll get that every time. Kick back inside. Joe Walker, handball back inside. Gives it off to Pitcher. Pitcher's kick.
That's where you want it.
In front. Get him a little jump at it, and Jack Berry can do that.
Impossible to stop Berry with that big frame when he gets the arms up in front. You're not going to be able to spoil it. Even Benny Capra couldn't do it.
Nope.
Smart kick by Pitcher. He could have blazed away then running in, but he just chipped it in. Perfect spot.
Great composure.
Jack Berry's hopefully going to kick one from the top of the goal square.
Yeah, he's a ruckman, so this could go anywhere.
For ruckman, he's a good kick, but famous last words.
Go up, I didn't move.
Yes,
straight to the middle.
He loved it. So it's a lot better play there by the Leopold Lions as they went inside forward 50. If you're going to go big, you got to do it to the advantage. We saw the last couple of entries weren't real great. That one was fantastic.
Yep. So that takes them to 4-3-27. Still trailing St. Joseph's, who by my reckoning, which is adverse to the scoreboard, 5-7-37. We'll have to see what happens at quarter time with that one. But a 10-point lead, according to me, to St. Joseph's. 21 minutes paid thanks to Cry Bay Health Group.
Yes. Back in the middle.
Bit of action.
Yeah, a bit of action.
Okay.
Something going on, which is good. Tudor into the ruck against West. They go at it. Tudor's worried about West. Jumps early. Clearance there by Carmichael. Quick inside forward 50. Here's Howarth at the fall of the ball. Gives a handball off to Patton. They're the two smalls that can do this. Kick inside to Berry. Berry very strong, but that's dropping the ball all day. Good tackle. Jeez, he was strong, wasn't he?
He was, but he was in the wrong position. He was behind when that kick in.
McNamara to Hickey. Hickey down the line to the smallest bloke on the field. Goes over his head. Reece Holgren pushes up. He's going to have to give the hands. No, he doesn't. He comes back inside with a bit of twinkle toeing. Kicks a left foot high up and under. Featherston gets himself under it inside the centre square. The numbers are here with Sock. Sock ducks. He gets a handball off. Umpire says, no, you didn't. You threw it.
Yep. Probably going to pay that as a ducking. What's his chance?
Yep. There's been a bit of that today, hasn't there? That ducking and the umpire either paying it or giving the ball, holding the ball.
They're paying a lot of those sort of squeezed out ones as free kicks, and that's fine if they keep paying them. I'm
Absolutely. Out wide, Burke with that left foot kicks it long inside 50, probably to about the 40-metre mark. Ball's going to come back into the field of play. Front and centre was Howarth, went over his head. Morrison, the glove, comes through, follows up his good work with a tackle, and that'll be a ball up to the umpire to the umpire. Yes, I thought it might have been a clearance, but the umpire blew his whistle. See if you can do any better here, Buzz. Barnesy.
Shout out to Buzz sitting in the hospital bed. Just texted me actually.
I was just thinking about him too. That's probably why I said
just
Buzz.
Texted a picture of the hospital bed. How are you, Buzz? Let us know how you're feeling in there, mate, if you're listening.
Yep.
As a squeeze forward here, Trent West is going to hack one inside the 50. Nice little snap. Lucas Boyd's under it, trying to get back. The glove was too good on that occasion. Tapped it away, but Howarth has been live the last couple of minutes. Found some clear out handballs at where Carmichael wasn't expecting it. He kicks it back in forward. Maloney's under this one. And it's punched away at the last moment. Oh, taken there. That's a bit of a throw out by Burke. Pitch has found some air. Number 29's going to kick a goal.
Yep.
And he has. That might be his first one in footy because we don't know who he is.
We don't know.
I'll try and find him in the team sheet. Number 29's kicked a nice goal from the top of the square, crumbed at the right spot. And he's slotted one to bring Leopold back in within a kick.
Yep, 4 points.
Well, they've swung the momentum around this quarter, the Lions, and the ball has been played in their forward half for probably the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Thomas Scott, that is.
Thomas Scott. So he is number 10 by this.
They've been all over them this quarter, Leopold. They've had 17 inside 50s to just St. Joseph's 5.
Yeah, well, that's the...
And their tackling pressure's been up as well, 12-4.
Well, they've got to start winning it at the source, St. Joseph's, because Leopold have been fantastic in that area.
Yes,
and there's
again,
another throw.
Just the tackling pressure, and they've been getting lots of free kicks for it, as they've had the 10 frees.
So they've absolutely dominated the last few minutes.
Big West tries to play on. He's a ruckman. He should handball, son. But he does a nice little kick here to Jai Thompson. Jai Thompson inside forward 50 on his left. Drop mark. He's tried to claim that. It's actually gone through two players' hands into Boyd, and Boyd was third in line and tried to keep the mark. Not sure what he was thinking there, but he tried to get away with it. Denning up. West wins the tap again. Almost to advantage. Hit out there by Denning again. He's going to punch it again. He had 3 punches there. Carmichael turns right foot, left shoulder. Out on the full.
Just in more important news, Kirsch, the Cats have kicked away to a 24-point lead.
Really?
Out at Simmons Stadium, 5-1 this quarter. They've taken absolute control.
Wow. What quarter is that?
That is the second quarter.
Second quarter.
Buzz is still waiting for an X-ray in there at the moment. So he's still waiting on results. He says, how are you commentary virgins going? And I think we're doing a much better job than the usuals.
Well, I can see the people around the ground. They're waving and cheering. And they're loving it. So they're flirting with a bit of form here. Benny Capra.
We are
back
too.
Yes, true. McNamara goes long down the line. Everyone goes the spoil. No one took the mark. Allen with a quick little dinky handball to no one in particular, and there'll be another stoppage. Probably about 80 metres from the Leopold goal, which has been played in their forward half for the last 7 minutes, I would suggest. Ball goes up. Ruckman go at it. West yet again. Hit to advantage. Reese, the recipient at the back of the pack, tries to play a little bit of catch me if you can. They did. Measures. Ducks one. Kicks down the line and... no free kick. The ball's out of bounds for another throw in, Barnesy.
Could have been an infringement there, but the umpire let it go. It's his right to do, and we'll have a throw in about where we had that ball up just before, about 80 metres out from the Leopold goal. Tossed in as I try to get my breath. Trent West will win this one again, and he'll tap that backwards towards Jai Walker, who'll dribble one forward. Reese has got it. He kicks one on the left straight up in the air. McHenry's under it, and it's punched out towards the boundary line. Nick Burke's running back onto it. He handballs it back forward. Lothian and Featherstone, no, not Lothian, Larkham and Featherstone fight for it. The chef, Jesse Lothian, not playing today. He's playing in the twos. We're going to have a ball up here. And we've gained about 30 metres for Joey's. So about centre wing, just in front of the scoreboard, in front of the McHenry Partners sign. Shout out to them. Shout out to Corai Bay Health Group as well for sponsoring this quarter. We've played about 28 minutes. And the sign couldn't come soon enough. So the ball's thrown up and Featherstone taps this one into the corridor. Or bumped off it there. Beautifully done.
Too easily, wasn't it?
Yes. I think that is Mitch Patton over there.
Yep.
Kicks the ball forward. Carmichael running onto it. And that's taken high maybe. The umpire says no. We'll throw it up.
Good tackle. He tried to keep low so he didn't get the free kick away.
Yep. It's one of those ones where he didn't duck it, so it could have been paid, but the umpire didn't see it, so that's fair enough. And Denning's going to win this all by himself. Carmichael slaps it forward as he was falling. Thomas Scott there under at number 29, and he's dragged the ball forward a little bit. Mitch Maguire's hacked it forward as well. Patton and Measures chasing after it, but the boundary line is going to win this race. And we're going to have another throw-in.
Yep. 27 minutes gone, 5-3-33 Leopold, 5-9-39 St. Joseph's, but we don't think that's right.
Yeah, we'll find out about quarter time. We're going to...
37 is St.
Sure, the goal umpires will be all over it at the break.
He's
going to no. It's a tricky one today because if you try to get it out and sort of squirt it out, you might get paid for a throw because they're hot on that.
They are hot on that.
You have to pretend you're getting it out, but you don't want to actually squeeze it out.
A little bit of ball security, but be mindful of also who's around you in that forward line too. They're very nifty like this. Patton, his kick is skew whiff. Wagner's leading to the race inside forward 50. Reese hot on his tail. Ball comes back. You're in a bit of... Basically, two St. Joseph's players missed him.
He's got it
and
too,
he's got it, yeah.
He just turned him inside out and just went straight through.
Yeah, Paliuris was lining up behind him to absolutely smash him, and he got confused and went the wrong way there, Paliuris. He could have put him into next week, and he didn't.
Could have. Patton the inside 50, the long kick to the tall timber. Maloney marks out the back.
And his work rate was outstanding there, Patton, to get over there. He was the one that kicked it out to this flank, and he was the first one to reach it.
Yep. Tough kick from there, but he's happy with it. He's kicked it, Maloney.
They're in front now.
Yes, we believe they are in front by 2 points now, Leopold. Nice little na-na work from the point post there by Alex Maloney.
Becomes the first multiple goal scorer on the ground.
So third mark inside 50 for the quarter now.
Yep, a little bit sloppy defensively there, St. Joseph's. So it's usually their strong point, but their pressure was fairly ordinary. They ran into each other. It looked a bit of comedy of errors for the St. Joseph's boys, but well done by Leopold. They persisted, and they worked really hard to get that goal.
Yeah, it would have been easy to sort of drop their bundle after those 2 goals in a row.
100%.
Sort of got gifted a little bit to Joey's, but they've hit back hard, and they've really dominated the last 5 minutes since that result.
Certainly have.
Yep.
Ball back in the middle. Rucks go at it. Denning again. No one wins that one. Dead ball. Midfielders fighting for it. Clearance there by Pitcher. Goes nowhere. Still ball inside centre circle. Wagner with a quick kick inside forward 50. The bounce favours the Leopold players, but it comes out the back to James Hickey. Hickey just goes long down the line. Kershaw has to compete. He does. McLaughlin, Kershaw, Miller. They're all in it. Miller dives on the ball. It's still a bit of a stalemate here. The ball comes out wide. Kershaw will kick inside forward 50. He does. One-on-one here is Cam Tudor and Larkham. Larkham strong. Punches that ball away to Jai Walker on the outer wing. Here's Jai Walker in a bit of space being chased by Jacko Davis. Brings the ball back inside the centre corridor. Dinky kick because it was good pressure by Davis. Davis will be spent for chasing him for 120 metres. They both will be. Patton goes over to give some assistance. Alex Hickey tackles handball out of bounds. Is it? No. Still alive? Yes, out of bounds. Barnesy.
Rolling up and down on the line, wasn't it?
It was in, it was out. It was in, it was out.
Both players just happily watched it roll onto the line, but not over. The ball's going to be thrown in out on that wing, right in front of that sign I mentioned before. Good on you, McHenry Partners. Good day for you.
Yeah.
Slapped forward a little bit there by Berry. Someone's copped one in the face, I reckon. A bit of a falcon. And there's the siren. Bit of a shorter quarter. That one went 30 minutes, and it was a big win for Leopold in that quarter.
Absolutely.
Given the circumstances. At half-time, that is now. That was one of my moves.
Yeah, there it is. Rucks go at it. Denning wins that one, but Jai Thompson wins the clearance. Patton in front across half-forward flank. Ball just trickles outside the centre square. Patton with strength and pace inside forward 50. Brilliant. And that's going to be 50.
That's a very great start.
That's a terrific start with Maloney marking just inside 50. Obviously going to be a tough kick. Oh, just kicks it to that top of the square. nearly bounces through. Lovick at the back again, gives a handball off to Capra. Capra looks up on the outer wing where the scoreboard is. McLaughlin with some pace out the back. Ball tumbles forward. McLaughlin should be the first. Yes, he is. Gets that quick kick away. Jacko Davis in front of Thompson. Bit of a mismatch there. Jacko Davis brings the ball back inside the centre corridor. Tudor wheels, goes. Not the greatest of kicks. Puts it Kershaw from behind. Punches forward. Paliuris, Holgren front and centre. Snap. Left shoulder to... Who's that? Featherston. Big Featherston gets in front. Strong. Comes through. Bullocks his way through. Tries to keep it alive. He does. Reese caught again. Super Joe on the left. From the deep in the bucket! Super Joe! That's why he's called Super Joe.
And he's still celebrating.
Oh, fantastic goal on his left foot. Right shoulder against the breeze coming at his face.
I think he was charging over here saying, "Call me United Fuels."
Jeez.
Because that is a real contender for goal of the day from Super Joe.
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Just when you're feeling a little bit flat coming out of the break, you've filled up your stomach with some sandwiches and Super Joe's woken you up right there.
He has.
Left foot
He has. He's given us a little slap in the face.
And I'm surprised he stopped celebrating because that was one of his best.
That was.
The two-handed sprint through traffic.
Yep.
Let him know about it.
He will can't wait for AFL Barwon to put this game up on the website to rewatch that one.
He'll be getting all his mates to share it. I guarantee that.
That was fantastic. That's what he can do, though. That's what he brings. He puts bums on seats, Super Joe. And that's a midfielder pushing hard forward, getting front and centre.
Puts bums on seats and gets us out of ours.
Absolutely. Fantastic play. Take it away, Barnesy.
Yes, West back up in the ruck. A little standoff as they went up for that one. And it's slapped out to Reese. Will be the first out. He's tackled straight away by Pitcher. Brilliant tackle. He's chucked that one out and the umpire's called it a throw. I think he had to. He had one arm pinned the whole way. And Pitcher will take the free kick. He looks inboard. Finds Maguire. Little tight kick. He's looking across the field here. Not a lot on, so he might have to just pump this one long. No, he goes short. West.
It's a good play.
Creates the option. Does well. West. About halfway through the centre square. He's going to kick this one inside 50. Oh, that one's over the head of Boyd, who puts up one hand, couldn't take it, and Morrison, the glove, will handball this one forward. Might run onto it himself here.
Oh, nearly.
The boundary beats him. He'll have a throw up about 65 out from the Leopold goal. Right in front of the pavilion, I guess you could call it.
Yep.
Social rooms. It's West and Denning again going to do battle. West gets himself to the front spot and, they sort of slapped it into each other a little bit there. The ball's going to trickle straight back out of bounds.
Burke still doesn't look pretty good on the sidelines here. Still just limping a little bit. Hopefully he can get back on.
With it. He stretched himself on the outer side in the second quarter, Kevin Burke. He might have twinged a hamstring. I think it might be a little bit of alertness, as they call it these days, as Reed steps through traffic and thumps one long. Holds his position quite well there, Thompson. He slaps that one forward. Featherston's first on it, though, and he's going to kick this one out into space. McLaughlin's on it. This will be a foot race. McLaughlin and Burke. Davis as well. Oh, he's laid the shepherd. They've tackled each other, and McLaughlin's going to get a free.
Yeah, good holding. But the shepherd was really good then.
Again, a little bit of confusion as to actually who was going to win that ball. Yeah. Whether it was Jacko Davis or McLaughlin, they almost both half went and shepherded. So
Davis was in first position and gave it up a little bit to give the kick a shepherd.
Yeah.
But McLaughlin will take the free kick, so Burke sort of held on to him and dragged him to ground there. Got a bit worried, as you do as a defender running in back inside 50 on a pacey player.
It's pretty quick though, Nick Burke. He kept up with two fairly quick footballers there, and he really probably didn't need to. He probably just thought, well, if he wins the ball, I'm on his tail.
There are a few quick players in the Leopold lineup, and he's just about as quick as they come alongside Patton in House, I'd say. As McLaughlin comes in, kicks this one, he gives it a lot of air, and that means it's going to fade to the right. Oof.
He liked it too, McLaughlin, but the goal umpire didn't.
I think he might have just given it, as I said, a bit too much air in those conditions. It was probably on track, but just faded away. I was eventually able to spit out and let the listeners know. Got a kick in for Keast. Running with the two jumpers. Did you ever run a two-jumper combo, Kirsch?
No.
It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
I was heavy enough as it was.
It's a shocker. And Reese is going to stroll in and kick a goal straight over his head. Thank you very much.
And they've let him know about it too.
Jacko Davis went straight to him as Brenton Reese just slots that one. That hurts, Leopold.
You've had some dull moments with the kick-ins today, Barnesy, but that one has probably been the better opportunity for you to have a good call kicking it out of the square.
Yeah, sometimes you have to wade yourself through the mud to get through the clear air.
That's right.
And that was a nice one. So Brenton Reese just happily helped himself to the interceptor and strolled in to kick the goal from 20 metres out to extend the Joey's lead, which, as this scoreboard is showing us a nice little advertisement. Oh, they've just hit the front. No, that can't be right. 7-9-51 to 6-4-40. St Joseph's leading by 11 points thanks to Bendigo Bank as the ball is thrown up immediately. Matty Miller flicks that one out the back. Umpire didn't see it. Jai Thompson's over it now and he thumps the ball forward. And I think we're going to have another ball up here right on the centre square. You boys are just talking a little bit without me there on the other side.
That's all right.
Bit of news?
Wilbur just said that Paddy Kelleher returned to the ground with fresh strapping onto his left shoulder.
Oh, there's another one to watch.
Yep. Good pick up by Wilbur.
Man with a man bun there. Shout out to Pup if you're listening.
No, we can't. So what is the man bun count out there at the moment? I don't think there's many, is there?
No, I'll try and find.
There's a few.
I think there's 2. 2 or 3.
Oh,
it's called that a throw.
wow.
No, that one was not a throw. And he's paid a late advantage too. As Sam Boyd's got it.
That's the same umpire.
Trent West told him to have a shot at goal. Sam Boyd said no, and he kicks this one into the pocket looking for Maloney on strong mark out in front. That's a great mark from McNamara.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Read it well in between two. Chips that one across. Oh, trying to play on quickly. I'm not sure what the deal was there. And he's chipped that one up. Palliaris has got that. They've stuffed that one up a little bit there, Joey.
They put him under all sorts, Paul.
But it's going to be a free kick to Leopold. Not sure what for.
In the back, I believe. He signalled.
Let this one get inside 50. I think that'll be Pitcher out there on the outer side. Kicks this to the hot spot looking... Oh, Pet 3 of them float, went over the top of them all. Reese's the first one on it. Gets this one out to Holcroft. He tries to back himself. Handball in front of himself. It's not going to work. He's going to get caught. He's going to tap it out towards the boundary.
Under 10 stuff.
Bounds. What's the umpire going to say here? He's coming across. No. Throw it in.
Didn't get strike.
Thought we might get a little bit of lawn bowls action there.
Yeah. I definitely thought it would have been
You
called.
don't see that often, do you?
No.
Handball along the ground.
He actually looked up and saw 2 Leopold players. So I don't know if it's smart play or he had not. What else can you do?
He realised he had no option, so just to keep it forward.
So we'll put that down to a bit of cleverness, craft.
Yeah, gained a few minutes. I'm going to have a sandwich, Kurt.
Oh, why not? I'll call it out of here. Out of the stoppage. Big West gets it. Gets a handball off. They've got numbers in the corridor here. Jai Thompson kicks the centre half forward. Lovely kick. And the big Dukes of Lucas Bowl marks it about 75 metres out from goal. He's looking for someone to lead. He's going to kick it long. He kicks it to the teeth of the goal square. And it's a big mark. Jack Berry, they don't get smaller as the game goes on. And Berry takes a clever mark at the top of the goal square. Slight angle, but should not be a problem for the big fella.
Just as we said, Kershey, when he gets that run and jump, there's not many in the comp bigger than him.
Exactly right.
Impossible to reach the height he does.
Yeah,
hard to stop.
Got a really good wingspan, so it's going to be hard to chop it off.
So, this an important kick for Jack Berry. He comes in. We're right behind him. He's put that straight through the middle. No problem with that one.
Lovely kick, Kirsch.
Yep, absolutely beautiful kick. Guided it through. So that brings the Leopold Lions to 7-4-46 to the St Joseph's side. 7-9-51. Is that correct?
Yep.
8.5 minutes gone.
Yep. Back to a 5-point lead, is that right? Whatever it may be.
Yeah, 5 points.
5-point lead. So, seesawing affair. Quick answer, yeah, absolutely. St Joseph's dominated probably for the first 6 or 7 minutes of this quarter.
And important for the two big fellas to get involved there, Lucas Boyd and Berry. So, as we said, they're going to need some marks forward, and both of them got involved in that passage.
Absolutely.
This ball goes up again, or I'll pay that one to Denning. He slaps it down in his direction. Mitch Maguire's picked it up, and he's tackled immediately, and the umpire's going to take the ball back.
Yeah, Joey's been the 3 hit-outs to Leopold's 4, so they've restricted them in the clearances.
That one will probably go to West. It lands at the feet of Matty Miller, and the ball's slapped forward a little bit. Nick Burke's first on. Oh, he kicks it without taking possession. That was a bit clever there by Nick Burke. Ball goes forward. They're jostling for position. Their Measures is the first one on it. Oh, he's met solidly. Great tackle. That was Lucas Boyd. He's coming into the game, and they're going to take advantage here. Wagner's going to go long inside 50, looking for Maloney and Berry. Maloney! Yep. Pay it. He's got it 25 metres out. Good stretch from the big fella. Athletic big man Alex Maloney. He's going to line up from 25 metres out as they get around Lucas Boyd. A crunching tackle on Daniel Measures.
Yeah, it was really smart by Leopold to take the advantage there because Joey's weren't set in the back line. They were backwards to their man, and yeah, great mark by Maloney.
You've been listening to us, Wilbur, and you can't let them get settled back there. Might be the only one listening today as Maloney strolls in. We're looking right behind him here. He has to start this a little bit right, and he does, and it fades across perfectly. Just where I would have kicked it myself. That's gone straight through over the fence. Leopold in front by a point.
That's his third. So the big fellas are being the difference down there at the moment.
Yeah, it's their second mark inside 50 now, and it's been in the last 2 minutes as well.
Yeah, let's see what the undefeated St Joseph side do here.
Yes.
How will they respond? Will they lift?
Been laid to us. So it's 8-4-54 to 7-9-51 Leopold by a point. We've played 10 minutes thanks to Bendigo Bank in this third term.
So Buckley into the midfield.
Leopold 6 inside 50s.
Here we go. Ball's aloft. Ruckman go at it. Featherstone this time. Oh, umpire says, I don't know. Ooh. He's going to pay it against the big fella in West. Ruck infringement of chopping the said arm. Featherstone, wasting no time whatsoever. Kicks it along inside. 50! Tudor! Well, didn't give Leopold time to set up behind the ball there, Featherstone. He got the ball, kicked it long inside forward 50, and the space was there for Tudor to lead into.
Exactly how they would have drawn it up. Keast knew the space was back, and then he tried to get back, but he didn't have enough time because Featherstone smartly immediately took it.
He's so strong overhead.
He's been in the VFL Team of the Year, like Featherstone. He's played some good footy at VFL level. Tudor comes in. He's not happy with it. Got too close to the man on the mark then, and it's faded to the right. Here's your moment.
So we've waited all year, Kirsch, for a close one, and it couldn't get closer than this.
No, it could
Scores
not.
level.
Absolutely. And here...
just as the other boys go away, we might just have a tight finish.
We've had a great feed. We're going to get a tight game of football. Darcy Keys is going to bring the ball back in again. See what he does this time for you. Tiffany won't go short.
Yes, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Surely he's going to go to the outer side, you'd say, and he doesn't even pretend he's not. He's going to go right out there. Looking for McHenry, who makes space and takes a good mark.
Good mark, yeah.
Made space over there quickly, McHenry, and stretched really well, and he chips this one down the line. Boyd, jeez, he's feeling it at the moment, the big fella.
The Dukes are on.
Lucas Boyd is turning it on in this third quarter. He goes down the line as well. Here's Jai Walker, slowly making their way forward, Leopold. Walker looks up, he's got a couple little options on. Oh, he's messing around a little bit. Carmichael's going to pump it long, he always does on his left foot. Maloney's going to have to jump here, he makes position perfectly. A little shove in the back by Maloney was well done. He didn't put his hands up. He just used his body to move his man under the ball, and he's taken a nice clean one grabber.
Yep.
And he should kick another goal here. He's only 20 metres out.
Just use his body on the side of his hip, and it's definitely not pushing the back, so he did really well. And that's Leopold's third mark inside 50 now.
I'll be swapping Morrison off Boyd and McNamara off Maloney. Just swap them two. Yep. Just give them a little bit of a... shake up and
because they get
make a move because Maloney's kicked it and Leopold are charging here.
They've got all the momentum now.
Yep, that gives them a 7-point lead. The scoreboard didn't update the last point to Joe's, which we're not happy about. If you're listening over there in the scoreboard, just work on it a little bit. Too many adverts, not enough work. That takes Leopold to 9-4-58 over St Joseph's, 7-10-52. So that's a 6-point lead to Leopold. Thanks to Bendigo Bank.
Yeah, look, I'm just seeing if that move's been made. No, it hasn't. Considering that rotation, but not to be at the moment. Featherstone in the ruck. He's up against West. He just stands there. He doesn't get a run at it. Ball comes out. That's Paliuris on the left foot. Gets a beautiful smother. In there is Reese. Overrun it was Jerry Maguire. Another forward entry here for the Leopold Lions. Measures, attacks the ball, dances around, gives a handball off Featherstone in some space, gives it to the runner Reed Adams, who gets on his left foot, comes through the corridor, kicks inside forward 50. Should have the body positioning here was McHenry. Get out of my way, said, it wasn't much in it, but he did get the push in the back. Was Jimmy Sock Allen.
Sort of in the side, in the back. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, and maybe just a little bit clumsy there from Trent Thompson. Kick on top of the forwards' heads. Tudor tries his best. Fall of the ball, there's no one but Leopold. Jai Thompson on that left foot clears it outside forward 50. 1-on-3 here. Leopold do pretty well. Hickey, Kershaw kicks inside to the top of the square. They've got numbers here. Leopold and should mark. Yes, they do.
Yep. Darcy Keys taking it back there and he'll kick it from where he usually does, back and deep in defence. Kick this one out in front of Nick Burke, who holds up. I thought he could have get going there. Would have had the leg speed on Reese, but he steps back. Really go on his favoured left foot. He goes down like Boyd again. Had arms all over him there, the glove, but he got away with it. Reed Adams handballs it out. Reed will take it. Quick hands to Paliuris. Another quick hands. The glove is followed up Morrison, but he can't get through. Jerry Maguire, as Kirsch said, gets in the way. That's Mitch Maguire, number 22, handballs it off. Super Joe down on floor level. Reed Adams hooks it back. Larkin's in A position here and he takes the mark.
Yeah, got the numbers back there. Got the +1 at the moment.
So this is McHenry again. He's forced to hold up, but he's got a couple numbers in the corridor. It's taken too long to get there. Al Hookie's closed in and he's hooked it off. Here comes Holker on the left. He's kicked the goal. He's slotted one from 30 there, Reece Holker, and that'll hurt. McHenry chipped one into the centre. He had numbers, but it just held too long.
Yeah, with the wind, if you just got to kick low and sharp, because if you kick a little bit too high, it's going to hold up and give the opposition any chance of cutting it off. And there's a good goal.
Absolutely. I'm sure the defenders would have been told we're going to defend on that outer side. Let's not try and bring it into the corridor too much from that position, but it's just it's a decision-making error.
Yep. It was probably the right decision. I think it was more execution.
Execution, yeah, exactly.
Chipped it up a little bit.
Well, if it works, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you're half away.
It looked good. It looked good until it didn't, I think. So that score level 58 each. They've got there in different ways. St Joseph's 8-10 and Leopold 9-4, but it scores level 58 each. 15 minutes gone thanks to Bendigo Bank, your community bank.
Absolutely.
Kirsch.
Absolutely. So,
do you bank with Bendigo, Kirsch?
Vic Bank, Victoria Police Bank.
All right.
But I could change if they got a better deal.
Well, no.
Anyway, Ruckman go at it. Trent West behind his head, free kick to the midfielder there in Jai Thompson. He was taken around the head by Super Joe.
One for the man bun count.
Yep. He's the only one out there.
Three,
Paddy
so
Callagher.
it's him, Larkin and Paddy Callagher, I think we're at.
Yeah, too many. 3 too many. Anyway.
No buzz to make 4.
No.
Yeah.
So numbers back here for St Joseph's. They've set up as the ball took a while to get back to Jai Thompson. He does a short chiselling kick. That's a beautiful kick. Absolutely fantastic to Maloney, who wheels and goes on his right foot, puts it in the hot spot. But no, James Hickey takes a mark, intercept mark, plays on, kicks it through the corridor, dangerous spot. Tudor's there, Larkham, strong defender, punch from behind. Numbers are there with Leopold. He comes out wide to the Trent Thompson out here. Oh, he didn't look like he was very comfortable there out on the wing. Gives it to Sock Allen. Sock Allen to Kershaw. Kershaw out wide to Tudor. Tudor back to Kershaw on his left. Kicks it inside 50 to the top of the square. Numbers with Josephs. Holding. No. McLaughlin turns, snaps. Right foot, goal! Point of the day. Ooh, they moved the ball a lot quicker that time, St Joseph's.
Yeah, they look good with those hands through the middle.
Yep.
And Kershaw completely burned off Wagner on that run too.
Yeah, the handball by Sock Allen.
Yeah. Had to be perfect.
Good.
Back to you with your man Pepper kicking back in, Barnesy.
Yes, well, I noticed Keith went off the ground after the last goal, so
okay.
Disappointing. Kevin Burke hasn't been back on, so I'm assuming...
Nah, he's gone.
Oh, no, he's back on.
there.
Yes,
yeah,
just as
there.
I say that, I see him.
Wow. He didn't look like he was good, did he?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's hit the goalpost and it's bounced back over the fence.
So a further delay.
The old fella there's hoofed it back into the goalpost and now he's kicked it into the fence.
Oh, he's not having a good run.
You're joking.
He's not having a good run.
Good thing for Joey's to be able to set up.
Interesting black goalpost behind there.
Leopold.
Something you don't often see.
No, you do not.
As Pepper will take the kick in. He pretends to look out this side, but he's not going to go out here. He's going to go
He's just going
straight out. A bit of a mongrel. Not sure if he went the torpy or not, but it didn't work.
Oh, it's going to be a mark to Denning. No. Punches it back
slapped in.
Kershaw, hands.
You got it.
No, sorry, mate.
No, you got it.
Runs into open goal and yours. You were calling it, and
yeah, well, then you just decided.
I don't know what happened. We
just got a bit excited.
Well, you have been working well, Barnesy, so far, so I'm not sure what happened there, but your man again, Pepper.
So Pepper's going to have it, Salt, and looking out. A few people run to this side. I don't know why they bother. Oh, he is kicking out here this time.
No, that's interesting.
He's stumped it long, looking for his former skipper in Jai Thompson. Oh, it's almost got to him. It has.
It's a good mark.
The umpire feigned to play on, but he ended up blowing the whistle, and Thompson goes back in the other side. So they've done the old two-card trick and gone back out the outside eventually. Nick Burke's kick is smothered, I think. Measures is going to be the first one on it. Oh, he fumbles a little, but he gets to it anyway. Mitch Patton can't get to him. He has been excellent. Handball over the top to James Hickey. He fumbles as well, though. This is going to see the boundary line come into play. No, House gets it. Nick Burke's made a quick round to get over there, and he hacks the ball forward. Trent West under it. Oh, he's almost held that. The ball hits the ground. Morrison quick onto it. Oh, that one's fumbled around in there. Leopold comes back out with it. Kevin Burke, miracle return. Pretends he got hit in the face. I don't think he did. Handball off. And the kick back out here by Joey's, and it's going to be McLaughlin first on it. Ball bounces perfectly into his lap. Handball's up. I think that's Davis who kicks along the line. And well done by Trent Thompson. Cut it off. And we're going to have a throw in right in front of us. Couldn't be a better spot for you here, Kirsch.
Yeah, set a fair task for Jimmy Sock Allen there to take that mark. And Kevin Burke coming off again.
Yeah, well, he copped that one in the mush. If he did. Best hair in the business here for this boundary umpire. Right,
yeah, he loves it with the headband. Anyway, spinning ball. And right in front of the commentary box here, Jimmy Buckley had to get out of the way because you cannot ruck that. Carmichael, the only one who touched it in the whole stoppage, kicks long towards the forward 50, over the head of Capra, over the head of Trent West. The ruckman trying to invent something. Everyone's left it. All the Leopold players left it. Gives it to Paddy Callagher right in the centre of the ground. He goes out wide, and out there is Al Hickey. Al Hickey marks half-forward flank. Probably a true half-forward flank. Looks for the runner. No, he doesn't. Kim's back inside 50. Kicks it to about 30 metres out. Numbers there. No one really wants to go for it.
He's marked that.
Who has got that, and how did he mark that?
Pelios has marked that one-handed. Write that one down, I reckon.
That was an absolute ripper with pressure from Jeremy Larkham, who is slow to get up.
I reckon he caught one. The player came in over the top and might have just put his hip straight through Jeremy Larkham's head.
That was a really good mark there. He didn't keep his didn't take his eye off the ball there, Pelios.
Incredible.
He's got up ginger the green wiggle, Jeremy Larkham, with his green skivvy. That was a really good mark by Paliuris, the former Werribee VFL player.
The former chested man.
Former Geelong VFL player. And the former chested Italian stallion. And he's kicked that one straight through. Well, the game's certainly livened up a little bit. Yep. It's going back and forth, end to end, Barnesy, and this has taken a while to warm up, but I feel we're getting there.
It's certainly clearing from the stoppages easier. As we mentioned it from halftime, both teams were struggling to get sort of clean clearances from stoppages, but now it seems they're using the ball a bit better and getting from end to end, as you said, quite easily.
Yep.
Which will probably frustrate the coaches. They don't seem to like that too much.
No, they
sometimes.
don't. They don't want to sort of get in that position where you are going to rely on a shootout to win a game of footy. As we all know, it's almost defence first, I guess, mottos these days, or mantras.
So 21 minutes gone now. St Joseph's up by 8 points thanks to Bendigo Bank. It's been a lively quarter, this one.
Really having some ball issues behind that end of the goals, aren't we?
There are a lot of grounds that just need nets.
Yep.
Newtown have nets at both ends. Just put nets in and it'll solve a lot of problems. It's a good thing for sponsors too.
Yep.
Probably a money spinner in the end of the day. Just solve a lot of the issues.
Yep.
Leopold, the 10 inside 50s to St Joseph's 8.
Yeah, interesting.
And the clearances, Leopold 5 to St Joseph's 3. So it's a tight contest in this third quarter.
Trent West comes up again. He probably taps that one forward. I'll give it to him. Kelleher's the first one on it with that strap shoulder. As Wilwood noted, a bit of news breaking there as Denning kicks it forward on his left. That's a wobbler. It's going to bounce on end or tap towards the boundary by Burke. And it's sort of slapped over a little bit. Just a bit of a mistake there from Larkham despite Featherston's protests.
You don't ask, you don't get, Barnesy.
Yep, true. A bit of scribble there on Featherston's calf.
Yeah.
Just a few words.
They've been good in this area, Leopold, the stoppage work. So
yep. Trent West looking into the sun there. He's going to win this tap and he taps it in to the opposition there. Buckley's going to be first on it. If he picks it up, he doesn't. It's going to be slapped around. Kelleher's come into the middle and he almost wins that one. Jimmy Allen can't work his way through. Buckley handballs it forward. It's going to end up in the hands of Beck. Oh, it's bounced away from him. Carmichael in there. The ball squirts out. Rees is the first onto it, but he runs over it as well. Wagner gets onto it, and Thompson handballs straight up in the air. Thompson decides to just thump it forward. Trent Thompson, that was. It almost works, but it just eludes Jai Walker.
Ball's doing everything at the moment.
That's a throw. It's taken off him by Walker, who just handballs it forward. And Joey's finally gets some clean air. Measures, slaps one forward off his boot. Cleverly. As Hickey's going to chop this one into the space. He's going to get there. He is.
Very clever by Reece Holgren, wasn't it?
Yes,
Great
Holgren
talk.
tapped it over his head to Hickey, whose kick also was very clever into the space.
Yep. A little bit of Harlem Globetrotter type work there.
Yes.
Yeah. He knew where his man was, Holgren, and
just a bit of the Queen stuff.
Yeah,
just waving
a little
past.
tap. And
Cam Tudor's already kicked one this quarter. He made extraordinary ground. We say it quite often, he's probably the quickest for his size in the league. He's amazing off the mark. Only about 30 metres out. There is a bit of wind, but he probably should kick this one. And I think he has.
He has. Go on, boy, did not move.
Well, he did a little bit.
A little tad, yeah, look, I mean, he had
to left.
He had to move his head.
And Joey's just kicked away here. So they're out to a 14-point lead now.
10-12, 72 to Leopold, 9-4, 58.
Very good, Wilbur. How far gone?
23.
Whistle. What's happening here?
And thanks to who? Blood rule.
Blood rule.
Thanks to who?
Blood rule?
No, Bendigo Bank.
Oh, I said Bendigo earlier.
Pepper going off with the blood rule. I'm feeling some heat coming from somewhere. Is there a heater? Oh, there we go. I'm sure the listeners wanted to know that. Anyway, Pepper off with the blood rule. Being replaced here. They'll wait for him to come back into position. Again, that ball took its time to come back from behind that goals. Seagull nearly swooped him, but he's back.
Joey's have had the 21 handballs to Leopold 8 this quarter, so they're getting the quick ball movement.
What's the handball to kick ratio, Wilbur?
It doesn't have that on this.
No, sorry, what's the kicks? Joey's
you could
kicks
work it out. You could work it out yourself,
36
Wilbur.
apiece.
Maybe a little overuse. Ball goes up. Rucks go at it. Denning too early. Again, won by West, but quick clearance by Super Joe on his left foot inside 450. Featherston comes out. Worries him out of it. There was the number 30 player in Nick Burke. Ball inside forward 50. Paddy Kelleher. Jacko Davis runs onto it. Will it sit for him? Yes, it does, but he goes to ground. And you can't kick it when you're laying on the ground.
Leopold players are appealing for deliberate there.
Well, he slipped over.
He slipped over, but he also
just rolled over the line.
Yeah.
So a dangerous position here, although a tough pocket to kick a goal from. The ball will be coming in shortly. It's spinning. Ruckman go at it. Featherston gets first hand. Still a bit of a scrimmage. Ruckman follows up really well. Paddy Kelleher gets out, dances his way through as Reed Adams.
Let him know about it.
Reed Adams out of the stoppage created something out of nothing on his trusty left foot.
United Fuels contender.
Yes,
Well,
I
that was a nice goal.
worth a
Break the
mention.
tackle.
Very
Certainly
late.
worth speaking about.
Yes.
But, terrific goal by Reed Adams.
They just couldn't stop him, could they?
No.
No, they kicked 6 goals this quarter, St. Joseph's now.
Well, we asked ourselves how will they respond when they were headed early, and they've responded in the best fashion, I guess. Win the ball around the source, and what they've done is they've actually just kicked that ball moving forward pretty quickly. So, and sometimes that ugly chaos, crazy ball going inside 50 is really dangerous. We saw there Nick Berg was under all sorts of pressure.
Yep.
So,
that puts the scores at St. Joseph's 11-12, 78 to Leopold 9-4, 58. Thanks to Bendigo Bank.
Yeah, that's very nice, Wilbur. Developing well when he's thrown into the Sharks a bit today as Trent West jumps over.
Shark Tank.
Ball comes out. As you said, Kirsch, I think everyone's just hacking it forward at the moment. They're both happy to go forward any way they can. Pepper throws himself in it. The ball comes forward now and it's a nice mark from Lovick. Takes it leaning back. Screaming for it over here is Paul Dreher. He gets it and he chips it out to the wing. The chesty man, Peliuris. He's going to wheel around and go inside 50. Eventually he does.
Oh, Maloney gives him one.
Yeah, just one in
cage.
midriff. It's gone over the back. I thought Tudor had that one. Wagner should be the first one on it. But the boundary beats him.
Same position where Reed Adams just kicked one from Barnesy.
Yes, well, we've done some damage in this pocket. All 3 nominations so far have
That's true.
come out of here. So
That's true.
Would there be another one at this
Jerry
stoppage?
Maguire.
Eddie,
Yeah, Jerry Maguire, and obviously Reed Adams was the last one, and Super Joe.
can we get another one? The ball comes in. Carmichael's the first
Reed
time. We
Adams
don't want
wants
him
one.
getting it. Oh, they're trying to drag it forward here. Super Joe.
Done well, Leopold.
Had to hold him up there, and they did. So we're about 20 out from goal for St. Joseph's.
27
Dangerous spot.
minutes
We
gone.
can't really afford another goal here, Leopold. They're down by 20 as it is. Ball goes up. Nobody touches it. It bounces first. It feels with it. Oh, it's a quick snap here. Oh, yes.
Jacko Davis!
yes!
And there's
yes!
that pocket again!
Every time, Kirsch.
Yep.
I'm going to run out of ink if the
3
ball's in that
a row.
area.
Jacko Davis has hooked one around his shoulder from about 30 metres out in the dead pocket. And he slotted another one, and Joey's now out by 26 points.
Well,
Didn't say who tapped it to him, but
Nobody did. It bounced.
just bounced,
before
bobbled
it,
out, yeah.
It bounced before anybody touched it, and then it
Well,
bounced in right in his lap. So
quick kick by Davis, and
Yep.
it's a great goal.
yeah, the crowd getting into it. Crowd unhappy, not manning up. Well,
Yeah.
it's easy to say. It's easier thing in footy to say, isn't it? Man up, man up,
Yeah.
man up. But
man up and kick it are the two ones that are
absolutely.
very easy to say.
The ball goes up. Ruckman go at it. West wins the tap out. Oh, clearance there to Matt Miller. Matt Miller on his right foot goes long. Dan Measures tried to bring that in one-handed. Didn't succeed. Kick by number 29. Scott inside forward 50 at the mouth of the goals. Oh, good tackle there by the St. Joseph's players. Wasn't rewarded. And it is rushed through for one behind. McNamara asking the question, was he, of the umpire, why that wasn't holding the
It
ball?
was one of those ones where they just drop it. They've
Yep.
been paying all day, but
Didn't get an answer.
yes, you
Measures
don't often
to-
get answers in those
No,
ones.
Measures, kicks to himself, gets the extra statistic, goes long, out wide to the smallest man on the ground, and punched away by Nick Berg. McLaughlin that was.
Right into the bumper bar.
Joey's have had 14 inside 50s this quarter, and they've had 11 scoring shots.
Yeah, okay. That's
Been
that.
prolific in there. As we said, out of those clearances, it just shows that they've managed to find a way seemingly all the time.
Making the most of their opportunities up forward.
So the ball comes back in. Now Lovick in the ruck.
There
Finally,
you go,
Kirsch,
told
there it
you
is.
to come.
Oh,
I
really
told ya.
7 quarters late on that one. As the ball's handballed towards the boundary. Leopold trying to do some attacking, and it's hacked out of there by Joey's player. Burke's going to come back with flight and take a strong mark on his chest on the outer wing. He chips one towards the boundary. It's taken there by Carmichael, who will go onto his left foot. Always goes long every time, and he does this time. Lovick's sitting under it.
Oh, yeah, a few hands on that
What's
one.
happened there? The umpire is confused, so he just calls play on.
Yep.
Fair call because nobody really had it.
Nope.
And we'll have a ball up. About 35 out from the Leopold goal in that far pocket. I've been talking about all day. He throws it up nice and quickly. Oh, I reckon that was one by Tudor. They're rotating the rucks through. That's hacked out there by Measures. Wagner's under it. Oh, big fly by Paliuris, but he almost fists it out himself. And we'll have another throw in.
Cats lead by 6 points.
Oh. So that means they've got the scoring in the last quarter.
Swans by
Kirsch?
94. I would say that would be the case.
Hopefully.
If that's how the
Yep.
quarters have gone.
Could be a good finish.
Doesn't give me quarter by quarter.
I believe Harry Taylor's given Alex Rance a bath.
No.
If you believe that. The ball is thrown in again. Tudor will probably win this one as well. And we've got a bit of a scrum around it, as usual. I think that's Pepper in there trying to get the ball forward. It's about 40 blokes trying to dive on it. We'll have another ball up.
Hasn't gone very far, Barnesy, in the last 2 minutes.
Any news happening around the GFL?
Nothing of interest. Grovedale and Leopold only 7 points in it. Newtown's away.
Grovedale and Leopold.
Yeah, Grovedale, Newtown, sorry. 7 points to Newtown. And what's the other big game out at
Bell Park?
Bell Park, 74. St Mary's 48.
Oh, yes, they had the breeze, though,
yep.
but it is quite a large margin to come back from, as we're seeing here. And the umpire, we've got a free kick for out of bounds in the full. The umpire must have been on his mark there, so Carmichael has to take it back.
Let's see if he can try and hit someone up, or instead of going long.
Goes to his lookalike in Pepper.
Yep.
They're going to only go backwards with that kick, though, so Pepper goes into the corridor, trying to work out a way here.
31 minutes going. You want to get that ball inside 50.
Yep, and he does. So he's kicked it out to the hot spot, you'd say. At the fall of the ball there, Patton just couldn't grab it. Quick kick out of the pack. It's gone through.
Goal.
It has gone through.
It's touched.
They're calling for touch,
but
the umpire doesn't think so. I think the umpire reckons this is a goal.
Yeah.
Going to have a discussion about it.
Well,
I think it was Keast in there that kicked it out. No, it is a point.
Touched, yeah.
Well, the fans don't like it.
I hit the post.
The post.
He absolutely touched the post, so I don't know how there can be any discussion in relation to that, unless... No, I don't know.
The ball's kicked back in by Joey's then. Well, they're going to get out the back here. Kelleher's all the way through. If he can pick it up, he can. Oh, he's almost run down by Matt Mellor. Great chase.
Yeah.
They've got a 3-on-1 out there. I don't know where Leopold are. They kick the ball forward here, Joey's. McLaughlin's over the back here. Can they both keep their feet? Yes, they can. Nick Burke and McLaughlin, they both paddle it towards the boundary.
Burke,
good tackle.
He's tackled. He hacks it off the ground there, Burke, and he's found a man. Great work by Nick Burke. A crucial one-on-one there.
Yep.
If he fell over then, that was game over.
Have a look how many Leopold players got their hands on their heads.
They were slow to move from that contest.
Yep.
That's a poor kick. They're going to be hurt here.
Super Joe!
He's 9-9'd it
on
the full.
Oh, wow.
That's a stinker.
Deary me, Super Joe.
And he had some options too, Super Joe.
He did have numbers in front of him. Jeez, every Leopold backman has got their hands on their heads at the moment.
You just saw from that kick in. We've talked about how they've been struggling to run out games, Leopold, and that kick in, they were nowhere running out there.
Yep.
Yeah, they got out the back there.
Need to get players back.
There's 3-on-1 coming out of that back 50. That's nowhere near good enough for Leopold if they're going to get back in this one. As McHenry's going to kick out here.
Oh.
He's sold himself into going across goal, and I don't like what he's doing.
What are you doing?
That's an awful option. Pallier the man with the chest. He dodges the tackle.
Stiff arm.
Chisels one in, but that's dropped there by Eddie Maguire. And he's jumped upon. That's in the back.
Oh, yeah. That was there, unfortunately.
Oh, it's Logan Wagner, my apologies.
Yep.
And that's it.
He's just got to hold here, a little bit of composure. 33 minutes gone.
Boyd's going to have to push up because there was nobody out this side.
Oh.
That's why he goes across to Henry Marks on the outer flank. And he's found a man over the top. This is Keast.
Yep.
They've looked good, Leopold, when they've just slowed the ball down, I reckon.
Yeah, just keep possession. Chip it around. But this is where they've got nothing now. 50.
Smart move by Keast. He's going to take it as quick as he can. He's going to beat the umpire. Usually you have to wait for the umpire, but I don't know what's going on here.
There's no use.
He's going to wait. He's going to have to wait.
Where are you going?
And he's run 30 metres ahead of where the umpire is.
Trying to get 100 metres.
What was he doing?
He was trying to move it as quick as he could, but the umpire didn't keep up with him.
Was he hoping the umpire would just say play on?
Yes, I think so.
Let's see where you got to go now, son, because you'll be puffed.
As a result, he's turned it over. Holkins thumped it into the 50. We've got a foot race. It should be Trent Thompson onto it first. Jimmy Allen's trying to chase him down, but he might go for a goal. Thompson, he was running backwards there.
Oh!
We saw a deliberate paid last week, and that was
Could've
worse than that.
Really?
Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
But he's rushed it through Thompson. There was no pressure around him at all. The umpire was happy enough with it, and Logan Wagner's going to receive it about 40 metres out.
That was quite comical. Anyway.
They had lots of time. But
Yeah.
Speaking of time, we've played 34 minutes in this quarter.
It's gone a while.
It's not good for your Saturday plans if you're going to be stuck out here all night. As Pepper kicks it along the wing. Boyd's going to mark this one. He's got to move it on quickly. He doesn't.
Comes straight back in the corridor. Yep, it's going to pay
good
off.
45.
Good kick.
But that's the
siren, though.
Yes.
And you can't play after that siren goes, Barnesy.
That's one of the main rules of the game.
Yeah, a little bit of anti-climax at the end of the
second quarter. He definitely was. So
absolutely, Wilbur. So we're ready to go again. Trent West is going to jump on top of Denning, and Denning win that one, I reckon. Slapped out towards the outer side. He's kicked that one backwards, Matty Miller. Jai Thompson is tackled and he drops his bundle. And we're going to have another ball up.
Yeah, I think we'll see a bit of this, Barnesy, I reckon, this quarter from St Joseph's, trying to really just bottle it up as much as they can. A little bit of ball security and stoppages.
If they can sort of clock off 5 minutes,
100%.
It's a huge win. It makes it really hard for Leopold. West reaches over the top. And nobody's picked it up yet. They're all sort of fumbling it around. Ball squeezes out. I think someone's kicked that into somebody. Joey's slowly moving their way forward. Oh, good tackle. Strong tackle there by Holgren. And we're going to have another ball up. I'd like to see Trent West maybe put the fist through this at some point. Or,
just get it out.
Clear the area.
Yeah, hit it out to a bit of space. Wingers are set up wing to wing here.
And Denning slaps that one forward inside the 50. Oh, slick hands there by Featherstone. McLaughlin gave it off to Rees, who snaps it back, pushing the back, but it's not paid. For the ball, Kelleher just dribbled it off his boot. He tried to draw a high free kick, didn't get it.
Yeah.
That one's hacked out there by McHenry. Rees stands under and takes a strong mark. About 50 out from goal on the outer side. I'd suggest he'd be putting this one to the top of the square.
Yeah, could have got a little bit more reward for that entry there, I reckon, St Joseph's.
Yeah.
Chips this one sideways. Lovick's got it now. Still want to see him pull those socks back up, Dan Lovick. Very disappointing result.
Wanted to see him more in the rock.
He had one contest.
Yeah.
I think that's about as many as he's had all career. As his chipping ball inside 50 is not very good, but Rees is going to run onto it and snap it back from his left foot. No one at home. It's all Trent West, who just marks by himself in the opposition goal square. And he kicks that one out to this side, towards his opposite number in Denning. Ball spills out forward. Little chip ball forward into the pocket.
The Leopold players just sort of sat off then, thinking, I'm just going to take an easy chest mark here, but Tudor on the lead.
Yeah, it was a smart kick too, right into it was just about the only spot really he could have kicked it where it would have been marked.
And he knew what Tudor was going to do.
Yeah. Just a very tough kick here for Tudor. Right in front of his team bench.
Tough kick.
This is going to take some kicking.
Left to right.
Oh, it looks good off the boot.
Yep.
I give you that one right now.
He's joking me.
And he told the bench too. That's how you do it. I ain't passing that. I don't need to when I can kick like that.
Let's talk about this at training on Tuesday.
Yep. That's a terrific goal and a good start. Exactly what the St Joseph's team needed.
Yep.
Not what the Leopold Lions needed.
Not what this game needed at all.
No.
That puts out the margin to 31 points. That makes real trouble for Leopold. They need to kick another one quickly.
Yeah, 3 minutes gone and St. Joe's have been looking pretty strong so far. They've had the 3 inside 50s already and they were definitely going to eventually get a goal.
91 to 6, plays 66 thanks to Buckley's, or just 60 that would be. As well as kick forward by Joey's again. Featherstone's under it. Oh, almost. Keith, that is, sort of diving after it. Davis, he's dragged this one back in. He could be in trouble here. The umpire's circling.
Ooh, you never know either. Featherstone says, I'll take the ruck. Denning, you stay out, son. I've got this. He goes up. Ruck's at it. West again wins the tap out. Just into a scrimmage of about 15 players, I reckon. And that'll be another tackle, ball up, stoppage. And I think we'll see a lot of repeat stoppages.
Yeah, perfect start for Joey's, isn't it? They're keeping it in tight and they've kicked the goal. Right. So if they do another 3 or 4 minutes of this, it could just be finished.
Exactly right. Featherstone up, tries to outbody him, and does. Wins the tap out down Super Joe's throat. Super Joe discards it. Oh, Featherstone, quick handball out. Picked up by Al Hickey. Al Hickey kicks it off his turf toe. Goes nowhere. Kicks outside 50 by the Leopold player, but Paul Dreyer reads it better.
Strong hand.
Very strong mark over Daniel Pitcher. Pitcher just lost it in the air slightly. Dreyer, he's going to have to kick this one to the top of the square. He does. He's kicked it to the other side where the numbers are with Leopold, and that's a mark. McHenry doesn't. Kicks it to the boundary line. Jai Walker's there, and he'll be happy to see that run out of bounds. So probably just kicked it a little bit too far to the defensive side off the I guess the corridor. And easier to defend.
A little bit more central.
Easier to defend there for Leopold as the ball comes in, spinning. Ruckman West wins the tap out again, though, to lots of numbers, and again that'll be a ball up.
They're quite comfortable with their position, I think, Joey's. They've got a couple of men back off the back of this stoppage, and Denning sitting back.
Yep.
Be very happy to just lock this one in for a while as the Ruckman go up again. West reaching over the top, couldn't really clear it, but they do now. Oh, stepping through there is Jerry Maguire, who slaps it on his left boot and finds Patton. Falls in his lap. They're going to have to break to the open side here, I think, because it's too clogged up on that far side. And they don't. So Patton will go down that far side. Kicks it straight to a 2-on-1. Denning's probably going to mark this. No.
Oh.
He got a little bit worried there, Denning, and had to throw the fist at it. Good result that for Leopold, and they've gained a few yards. That's going to be a ball about 65 out from their goal.
The only thing that probably could have happened then is that Morrison just didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Didn't say, mate, you're clear, yours, mark, whatever.
I think it carried a little bit with the wind, and he sort of thought it might be going too far over him. But it's thrown back towards him. Two ruckmen both hit at the same time, just about, as Hickey will dive in after it at ground level. McLaughlin with a little na-na around the boundary line. Doesn't spin right. In fact, it goes over the fence.
Yep. That was an inside-out floating barrel.
St. Joey's have had 11 kicks early to Leopold 6. They've been getting a lot more. They've been able to control the footy.
Just getting their hands on the ball a little bit more at the moment.
Yep.
Chip down the line, goes nowhere. Spoiled by Super Joe. A little bit of dead air.
We're in a bit of danger here, boys. we need a Leopold spark, I think, otherwise we could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Ball going to be thrown in right in front of the scoreboard. You could not get any more central. Centre wing, outer side. Ball, throw in, spinning, and it is Trent West there with the tap out again to advantage. I'm hearing echoes.
I'm hearing your voice twice again.
Yes.
I think once is enough.
No, I think so too.
Whoever's listening to their radio could just come a little bit closer to the window or shut theirs.
Yeah, and the stoppage again as ball goes up. The ruckman at it. Denning over the top, gets the advantage to the boundary line. Follow it up there, out of bounds again by Paliuris, and we're going to have another throw in exactly the same spot, right in front of that scoreboard.
We had trouble a few weeks ago with some dogs near the truck, but I think having you near the truck, Kirsch, might be worse.
Yeah, correct.
The ball's thrown back in. Western Denny again doing battle as they have done all day. This one's tapped down. Jai Thompson kicks the ball forward to centre forward. Lucas Boyd trying to make position. Lovett came in from the front but couldn't hold it. Maloney spins off his own man. Snaps forward inside 50. That's a clever kick to the opposition, and Kershaw will mark it. It's taking the way back out here. James Hickey comes out to the outside. All well done by Nick Burke. Made good ground. The ball should sit for him. It bounces actually to Trent Thompson. Oh, he's run down. He's thrown that. Hickey almost took it away. Nick Burke does well. Feeds it back. Keith kicks this one towards the boundaries. Pitcher going to get there? No, he isn't. Well done by Kershaw to get a hand in there. And we're going to have a throw-in right in front of that radio.
Yeah, don't know where that's coming from.
Good to know we have a listener at least. Though.
Yep, someone's listening to it on their transistor radio.
One's better than none.
Yep, correct.
And West is in front spot here. Gets out the back. Denning slaps it back to the front anyway. And Reid Adams takes it, handballs it forward. Good work here. McLaughlin's out. He can sum up his options. Kicks out to the outer side. Featherston's going to be the first man on this.
Yep.
He can't quite mark it, but he keeps it in front. Just as good as the man. Oh, Kelleher, I thought he was free in the goal square.
Ooh.
Thompson's back on him now, but he goes in that direction. And getting back, taking a good solid mark. I think that's McHenry.
It is. He's taking a few good marks down there in the defensive half.
Yeah, he's had a good day, McHenry. He finds Pretty as a pitcher out on the outer side. Goes inside to the young man, Thomas Scott. It went over his head. And Joey's win it back. This one's thumped back and forward by Buckley.
Hold up.
And Thompson's going to mark this one. No. Well spoiled. It's a bit of a hassle around it on deck. Oh, McLaughlin tried to draw the high free. No. The umpire raised the whistle but didn't blow it.
Ain't buying that, he said.
Considered it.
He did, but I ain't going to buy it. I don't care how much you're selling that for.
Good call.
Oh, someone's down. A little bit of excitement out of the pack. Looks like Reid Adams. Treated with a ruck work. Flicks it back into the corridor behind him. Numbers here with St. Joseph's side. Reece strong. Handballs out to, is that Buckley? Gives it off now. There's Buckley. There you get the call right. What's this bounce going to do? Sock gives him a little tap over!
Wow. Brilliant.
McLaughlin into an open goal. Very well played by Jimmy Allen. Attacked the ball. A little tap over.
Yep.
Good work by Jimmy Buckley there to get that kick quickly into the forward 50 under a bit of duress.
Quick kick forward, put Leopold under pressure, and then Sock with a great tap onto McLaughlin.
We've seen about 60 hit-outs today, and that was the best one of them, I reckon.
That's a hit-out to advantage, isn't it?
Brilliantly done by Jimmy Allen.
Do they count? I think they count as tap-ons.
McLaughlin gets his first for the day, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
First one I've got. Goal assist just counted as well, but that'll be fine. As the ball goes back up in the middle. West gets a lovely tap, but Thompson couldn't grab it. Lovely bump on him too by Reid Adams. He's had a good game. The ball comes forward. Tom Scott getting in the way. We know who he is. Jerry Maguire, we know who he is. He kicks it forward. Well, only almost couldn't mark. Boyd, have a kick, son.
No.
Oh, he went for the handball when he should have just kicked the goal. He ends up handballing it out to nobody. Howth is the first man there, and he handballs it straight to the glove. So they're away again, Joey's. Denning didn't turn. He just handballs it to his mate here in Kershaw. He's in trouble. He's gone. That's a throw. Took too long.
Come back inside. Kick on your left.
Didn't take the first option.
No.
Probably should have went the quick hands or the quick kick.
Just kick.
One of the great footy cliches is take the first option. The ball comes inside 50 for Leopold. Measured was being held onto. The umpire didn't think so, but he's the first one on a deck level.
Numbers running out.
Reese handballs it to nobody. Almost got it himself. Kelleher decided no one was going to tackle him, so he may as well take off. Kicks the ball out to the wing. Larkham's going to grab this one first, but he's almost closed down by Holgren. Oh, he almost got him.
Speed.
Pepper ducks inside. Probably shouldn't have, and he's finished.
Oh, gone.
That's gone.
Good work by Holgren, because he actually ran past the contest and he's worked pretty hard and then laid the tackle.
Yeah, it was a great second effort. It would have been sort of within his rights to just keep jogging.
Absolutely. You want that from your forwards, particularly your key forwards. You want to see that type of pressure.
He sort of wobbles one inside 50. That's going to be no good. It goes out the back. Drea's going to be first on it. Oh, he overran it a little bit. Oh, that's just a bit of a hack kick forward. Allen's going to kick this to the goal square again. Oh, taken away from him. Well done. Good strength there by Wagner.
Wagner was good.
This one's hacked out, but Holgren's all by himself out there.
Oh, marked it behind his head.
Yes. Almost slipped through the fingers. But he should send it back into attacking Holgren.
He'll want this to spin a little bit better than the last one. He goes short. Joey, Super Joe, that is, marks it just shy off the centre wing on the forward half for St Joseph's. He kicks long to the top of the square in the corridor to
McLaughlin.
Yeah, another good mark there by Maloney, who's drifted down back as a +1. He's kicked long out to the outer wing. Numbers with Benny Capra, who reads that so well every time, and who's there again, Daniel Lovick. Waxes with Benny Capra. Benny Capra does a little chip kick out wide to Cam Tudor, who was spoiled there by the Leopold player, which was really well played, and that was Carmichael, I believe, or Scott, out there on the outer wing. It's a little bit too far for my old eyes, Barnesy.
Just an update from in town before I take over for you. Cats up by 20, mate.
Oh.
Motlop and Menzel the last 2 goals, so that'll be one for the fans.
Jeez.
They're dragging them home along the line.
I want to keep Motlop for another week.
No injuries, Will, but nobody cares about that stuff. Super Joe gets his kick smothered and we'll have another throw in on that outer side. So great news for everyone. That's just perked us up a little bit here in the box.
It certainly has.
Will was excited to hear the Cats doing well, aren't you, Wilbur?
Everyone had written the Cats off by the sounds of it.
Ecstatic. Be interesting to see if Dangerfield got injured, what would happen to Geelong without him and Selwood.
Yeah, well, don't bother wondering about it, I guess, Wilbur.
Yeah.
As we're going to have a re-throw in. That one didn't go far enough, according to the umpire.
I'll say this, it shows good depth with Duncan out, Selwood and Hawkins as well. So
yeah, a few other key posts missing, but we don't have to commentate that one until we get super bored here and start watching on our phones.
Correct.
So the ball sort of squirted towards Leopold's end and it's come out here. It's chipped forward. Maloney's going to get this one. Nice little one-hander. Ducks back inside. He's very athletic. He kicks this one forward. Howard is going to come on the bounce. Gathers it eventually. He's got to turn and kick it inside before it gets too late. He does. Berry's on the lead. He should mark this one. Oh, he almost does on the second bite. He just couldn't reel it in. Kershaw was first to arrive and it's well smothered by Wagner. We'll have a throw in. About 50 minutes out. He was on the fingertip as Capra just did enough to stop him from marking that one, Berry.
Yep. Umpire's confusion as to who's in charge.
They need Lucas Boyd charging in.
Lovick in the ruck.
Guess who's put his hand up? Oh. Only man over 6 foot in the contest for Joey. Says the ball's thumped forward. Berry and Capra again. That's out the full-off measures. He knew it straight away. So Patton will do a little bit of a Stevie J curve here from the pocket to try and bend this one around.
And he'll kick it.
No, marked it down. Do you reckon, Will? Your prediction?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it down for him.
I don't think he will kick it.
Oh, a split in the box. I'm going to just not... I'm just going to lead this one to you guys.
I feel like he's going to kick it on the full with the wind.
Interesting. He is a skillful player,
He's
Mitch Patton.
very skillful footballer.
He's not deliberately already standing up for this around the corners.
No, he's not. He's going to have to...
He knows he's not fooling anyone. He's going to have to do it.
Yeah, exactly right. He's not fooling
Or is he?
No, you can't kick a drop punt from there.
Or is he, Kirsch?
Oh, yes.
Or is he, Kirsch? He's kicked it out on the full.
That's why.
Yep. No, he's just snuck it in.
That's why you can't kick a drop punt from there with the windy conditions.
Tell you what, that was one of the better predictions from Wilbur.
Almost caught it, Bunty.
Yes.
Yeah. If I'd have known he was going to kick a drop punt, I wouldn't have backed him.
Mate.
I know.
You had the chance.
Let me down, Mitch.
I thought he was kicking it at snap.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bizarre option, really.
Yeah.
We move on. Measures is the man to kick it in. Will he kick it to himself? Probably not, because Howarth is quick on the top of the square. He kicks long, outside 50, probably about the 60-metre mark on the outer wing. They fly. No one marks it. Numbers at the ball for St Joseph's. Lovick just kicks it out of the pack. In front is Paliuris. He'll get bumped into this by Pepper. Paliuris keeps his feet and keeps strong. Hickey over to assist, but the ball runs out of bounds for a throw in again on that outer wing, right near the scoreboard.
Straight into the water boy. Good positioning.
Yep. 9-7-61. Leopold to St Joseph's 14-13-97, who had a very good third quarter. Yep. Ball spinning in, falls short again. He's really losing his oomph, that umpire out in that outer wing.
Yes.
There's going to be a stoppage here, and the boundary umpire says, thank God.
The hair can only carry you so long.
Exactly right. Headband slipped a bit, I think.
Best hair in the boundary umpire in the business.
It's Max Visitant.
Oh, here we go. That's what we like. We'll put a bit of names to the table. That's what we want.
He's name dropping.
Yes.
Hey?
Are you mates with him, or do you not like him?
He's in older year level, son.
Oh, so you don't like him?
I don't like him.
Oh, yeah. Get stuff, Max.
Yep, throw's been paid. Big Jack. Oh, no, that's Jerry Maguire. Will have the free kick. He kicks it to the centre corridor. That's a terrible kick. And Feck Leatherston. 2-on-1. Feck Leatherston to the...
Interesting.
To his mates.
Can't think of who was kicking that to, really. I mean, there was a player leading up, but there was Joey's players all over the corridors. They were setting that trap for that
Correct.
Could have just went to a pack and decided to go 2-on-1.
Switches wide. A little bit of overlap. Terrible handball, though, there from Paul Dreyer. Paul Dreyer gets it back after some duress. Back to Benny McNamara, but the umpire said, no, unfortunately, I'm going to have to throw it in. Let's see what he does this time. I'd be coming in a couple of metres, son. Give it a little bit more extra. There's
no shame in coming in. You should tell him that at school, I think.
Bit of pressure on him. He throws it in.
Oh, no, it's almost got there.
That's not too bad. The ruckman go at it. Little flick out. Matty Miller, who's gone out of the game a little bit. Kicks it long numbers with the St. Joseph's boys. Tudor at the back. Plays on. Streams into the forward line. Kicks it to inside 50. 1-on-1 here with Larkham. Larkham front spot. Always going to sort of mark it in front of the Paddy Kelleher. Yours, Barnesy. See if you can get a goal.
Logan Wagner has the ball on the outer side. Pretty happy with no goals at the moment. Won't go behind the goals and we'll lose the ball, so we might get an earlier finish. We'll finish this time last week as Pepper gets it out on the far side. He's going nowhere fast, Andrew Pepper. Stuck it in the back pocket. Not really much on. Jai Walker out there. He's gone out of the game in that third quarter. Barely sighted since. A few rumours swirling from Buzz last week that he wasn't happy with that he runs on the outside a bit, so I'll leave that with Buzz. I never said any of that.
Jeez, just throwing him under the bus. Yes. He's already got sore ribs.
Under the bus, yes, absolutely.
Strong.
Great mark by Lucas Boyd. He was excellent in the third term.
He's taken a couple of
forward. House has got it. Oh, he's well spoiled by Hickey. Came late and managed to not infringe. The glove almost working the 1-2, but it's slapped away by Burke. He's just about Ben Leopold's best. Al Hickey kicks this one out to the wing. That's got to be marked by Measures. Running with the one sock up, one down at the moment.
Yeah, it's a fair combo.
Yeah, it doesn't look too great on him. Got skinny legs. He kicks this one down the line. Looking for...
Oh!
We're not going to talk about that.
No, as he got cramp actually as he kicked it. As he went to mark it. But still, you still mark it. I know you got cramp. Come on. Come on, Pepper.
Right in front
of Dacko. Davis plays on. Paliuris marks. Go back. Waste 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's an indication of how this game's sort of fallen away with Palios finding that much space inside the forward 50. Leopold not in too much of a rush to get back.
I wonder if Pepper was his man, to be honest.
Could be.
Because he streamed forward, Pally, so...
Eyes lit up when he saw the man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he'll line up about 30 out, slight angle. Should kick this one, Palios. He's a finely skilled player.
Hopefully it's only a cramp for Pepper, because...
He has been good today,
still
Pepper.
Down there.
Yeah, it's only cramp. It's only cramp.
He's in and out a little bit sometimes of the team as Paliuris goes back and slots the goal.
Certainly does.
That is his second of the day. Lively down half forward for Kieran Paliuris, and St. Joseph's are first to 100. They lead 15-13, 103 to Leopold 9-7, 61. We've played about 20 minutes thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre. That's where you go for entertainment when you're not listening to Kicks FM.
Oh, exactly right. Or watching the Cats do the job over Richmond.
Where we go. You got any score updates for me?
I think it's only 15 points, but 22 minutes gone.
Don't forget to watch Hawthorn as well. I think they played tomorrow against North Melbourne.
Is that right, the score? Anyway.
Yep, I'm checking.
Yep. The ball with the...
15 points, 23 minutes gone, so they shouldn't lose it from here.
Ball up. Denning and West go at it. West gets a tap out, but straight down Jimmy Buckley's throat. Jimmy Buckley with a long kick inside forward 50 to the top of the square. The big fella's mark it. Really good mark by Trent Thompson. Gives it off to Larkham. Larkham handballs over to McHenry. McHenry kicks a little dinky one down the line. That's a really good mark there taken by... Can't see that player. It looks like Jai Walker. Jai Walker brings the ball back in the corridor. Dangerous with Measures there. Measures intercepts. Beautiful intercept. Gets it back to Dreyer. Dreyer to Measures. Measures to Dreyer. Dreyer to Super Joe on the run! That's what Super Joe does! That's why we come and watch him. That's why you pay your $10 entry.
He's an entertainment.
Absolute machine, isn't he?
Well done, Measures. That was fantastic play. He's had a fantastic game, Measures, and... He loves the radio games, Measures. I reckon we've given votes a lot this year.
He's always in it.
Yep, and that was a fantastic spoil. And just dangerous kick by Jai Walker coming to the corridor and centre half forward.
Yep.
And yeah, well spotted by Measures to cut it off, and a great finish by Super Joe.
Just your standard sort of celebration from Super Joe. Really pumped up towards the bench.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come with me, boys.
Yep.
As we're back in play.
I'll bring yous along.
Joey's up by 48 points thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Measure's still running with that one sock situation. That's why he's turned it over. Straight to pitcher.
Oh, it's on the
Who
full.
Kicks that.
That is
and
on the full.
Is coming to us. Logan Wagner isn't tall enough to reel that one in. And Cats up by 22 points at KP with only 2 minutes left. Kirsch. Harry Taylor's just kicked his fourth. The only man who can take down Alex Rance is a backman. As pitcher kicks handballs this one to Wagner. They're waxing a little bit here. Leopold before going forward. Carmichael. John Thompson wanted it, but Carmichael decided to kick it to a 2-on-1. Maloney was being held, but he couldn't sell it. Should have gone to ground there, Maloney. It'll come with experience, as Mitch Patton was the last man with it. We'll have a ball up.
Oh. Umpire not happy.
You you've got to give it back to him.
That means just a little bit of courtesy for him.
And it's just smart play. You've got to you've got to get the respect of the umpires and get yourself an extra free kick. Tries to reach over the top of Denning, but couldn't quite. Denning had a second go at it. Super Joe's going to burst out. Oh, he went to ground a little bit easily. Maloney's the first one onto this one. Wagner kicks the ball forward quickly. It's going to bounce on end. Kevy Burke down there on the forward line now. James Hickey's in front of him.
Yep.
And Burke looks just about cooked.
Oh, he's cooked.
He can't really turn around at the moment. Denning streaming out of the back line. You don't see that often.
Well, he hasn't given up, Big Denning, to be honest.
Just kicked it straight out of bounds. Nope. Yes.
Yep.
That's a win.
Yeah, good result.
Yeah. We said he's going to have to be a bit of a warhorse today, and he has pretty much had you said earlier you'd like to see Tudor a little bit more in the ruck. We haven't seen a lot of Tudor in the ruck today. Featherstone at times, but he's done a really good job, Denning.
Yeah, they've been smashed in the hit-outs, and it translated early to some clearance work, but I think he's been pretty good, particularly since half-time when they got up on top. He's at least broken even. I said, disputing it out on the outer wing there, a couple of players holding each other just for good measure as Denning again, just working his way into the limelight as the game goes on. A bit of junk time stuff from Denning. Fair dinkum as he hacked that one forward. Feck Leatherston, I tried to get it right. He just spins off his tackler.
Leatherston.
And he throws his tackler out of bounds. And he stepped over as well. We'll have a throw in again. Just in front of Max. What was his last name? Visiton or something?
Max Visiton.
Max Visiton.
Just Visiton.
Great man, yes. Short time, good time. And he throws that one in. Well, it's hatched forward by
he wasn't happy with it, the green wiggle.
And he's kicked that into the tree. That is gone out of bounds by a long way for it to go in that tree. That's a good 15-20 metres over the boundary line, that is.
Riley Kershaw sprinted to the line there to shoot that free kick. Just an easy stat.
Got to get him.
Got to get him. Just kick it long. That's all you need to do. Or I'll just chip up.
Kick short. Lovely kick.
Featherstone back with it.
No. Decision.
Q firmly in the rack, I think, for both teams.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
22 minutes played. One of those watch the clocks. Lean on.
Oh!
No,
he's trying to take it. Holmgren.
Paid it.
Umpire.
Holmgren was about to drive off with a tank of United Fuels.
Oh.
And the umpire said, no thanks.
What a spoil sport, the umpire.
Jeez, you got to give those.
Wow.
I'm pretty glad he did, though, because we were pretty flat in the commentary until he taken it.
Jeez. If you doze off for a little bit, I'm sure we just woke you, but... yeah, that was a pretty good leap and effort there.
Mark.
Just a classical jump, wasn't it?
Yep.
Just a great leap and almost took it.
Joey's going back forward. Here's
Measures. Can he finish off?
Cap it off with a goal. Well, he doesn't want to.
Selfish.
Selfish.
Disappointing. It's too teamy.
He had that shot early in the game and he got a bit worried about it, because they've turned it over. This is what happens, Measures.
Yep.
Pull your sock up, mate, and then you'll be fine.
Carmichael out wide. Gives it over to Logan Wagner, who's got himself deep in the back pocket. He comes across the face of goal to Daniel Pitcher. Pitcher's going to have to go down the line in front of the members over here. He does, but all the numbers are with St. Joseph's, or it is a mark, actually. Well done to Matty Miller. Matty Miller, he looks inside, comes back into the corridor. It's risky play when they do this, but that's paid off on this occasion. Number 29, Scott, goes out wide. They've got numbers, but it doesn't bounce well there for Larkham, the green wiggle. Numbers there. McLaughlin comes through, Cops playing high. He's going to play on, though. He says, I'm going to have a bounce. I may even have two. No, I'm going to kick it from 55.
Yes, no. That's a shocker.
And he shanked it. Yes.
Thought it was going to curve back a bit like Super Joe's and ended up missing by a long way.
No, and the point.
Yeah.
Goal umpire says, I'll take that.
Pretty as to take the kick out.
Just snuck in.
Yep.
Bit slow on it, Pretty as. He doesn't kick it to himself. He's going to have to learn that one.
Yep. Strength by the little man.
Gets rid of the bigger man, Nick Burke, and takes one. It's been a good duel between those two all day. One to watch. Hopefully we see it again at some point over the years. Oh, he's kicked it straight into the man on the mark. We'll have a throw in. Right on the bench.
Yep.
In front of Heath Jamison. Looks quite pleased, not with that little last action, but he's pretty happy with the day by the looks of things.
He'd be quite chuffed.
Just sitting back in the back row, leaning on the fence too. You don't see him that relaxed too often.
No. He'll enjoy a Corona tonight, Jamo.
Yes, he loves a Corona, doesn't he?
He loves it. Riley Kershaw with
Kershaw.
that.
Eyes lit up a little bit there.
Yeah, he did. Come on, son. Just drop punt every now and then's good.
Lucky to sneak it in from behind. He kicked one out in the full before, so he's improving at least. He couldn't have snuck it in by a smaller margin, but he did. This one's kicked out by Leopold. They're not really showing much interest in building many attacks either. As Kelleher sort of fumbles it over on the outer side. Ben Carmichael turns a wide circle. Lovick comes through. And that's going to be hammered on. So little number 29, our man, kicks it down the line. Lucas Boyd can't grab it. The glove is trying to grab it himself.
Glove done well, yeah.
Oh, slap forward. Nicely done.
On.
It's almost a throw, but it will paid as a snap. John Thompson drops it in the tackle.
Daniel Lovick was terrific.
Paid a throw against Lovick.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
Goodness me, we've seen a few games this year, and I don't think we've seen anything like that paid. They usually get away with those ones.
I was going to say he's best on ground this umpire too. He's been terrific, but he's just really let himself down there.
This one's kicked in forward, perfectly measured. Barry's eyes gone through his hands. He'll be filthy with that one.
He will be.
That was a goal. As a key forward, you don't let those ones go.
No,
That's easy money. Junk time goals as Lovick marks this one, and he plays on immediately. Looking through the
numbers
midfield.
in the corridor.
Here we go, Super Joe, take a bounce.
Get the goal.
Just kicked a mongrel.
Ooh, yeah, yuck.
Oh, we don't want that, Super Joe. Just could end up being a score assist here as a sock.
Allen.
And he's drilled it. Jimmy Allen running into goal there. Nice little finish for him. He's had a good game. Sock, a few little things along the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Picks up his first goal.
But he stayed in the game.
Joseph's 17th for the afternoon. This is turning into quite a good score for Joey's. They're racking it up a little bit. So they are 17, 15, 117. Playing Leopold, who haven't moved a whole lot in the last couple of quarters. 9-7, 61. We've played about 28, I think that is. Thanks to Blackley's Entertainment Centre.
I know we'll review the game afterwards, but geez, they've just got an even spread of players that play their role, don't they? They just, they're just pretty even all over the ground.
Just it's definitely their strength is from 1 to even 30 at the club with their depth. It's just all quality GFL players.
Yeah, 100%.
Leopold tries to go out of the middle here. Carmichael comes up towards Maloney. Kick 4 today. He's been good across half forward. Will become a focal point this year as Denning comes in across our
Loves a punch, doesn't he?
I don't think he actually punched it. Went the other way. But he's been on ground level.
Oh, he's got a barrier!
17 minutes.
There's no big top.
Try Walker couldn't track it down. It
Oh,
was a bloody NFL long kick.
It was a ripping top.
It's going to come back.
Buzzy,
But
he loves
geez,
it,
that's
Torps.
what we love.
Punch again, love it.
Yeah, yes. What a quarter it's been from the big fella.
Golden
Good
fist.
tackle.
Great tackle by Thomas Scott. And he's
Great
earned himself a free kick and deservedly so. Ran him
Absolutely.
down. Bit of a slow advantage taken there. And lovely kick. Oh, no, I didn't see him there.
That was
James
Hickey's
Hickey's chopped that one out.
He's contributed well,
And the
James
kick he
Hickey.
didn't see in there. Morrison tried to go the 1-2. He loves a 1-2 for glove. He's kicked this one out in front of Alex Hickey in front of Trent Thompson, who wins it over him.
Oh, yeah,
no,
go to the
no.
back.
And it's come back to Alex Hickey.
Yeah.
Oh, and Trent Thompson's going to pick it up. So a nice little duel out there. Thompson ends up winning the day, getting it to Nick Burke.
They all had about
who's
3
tackled.
possessions each.
Yeah.
Jacko McLaughlin's going to be onto it first. Kicks this one towards the boundary. That's just going to go straight out. Well stopped there by the big man with the board, who Milky knows. I can't remember his name.
Nico.
Impossible to get a ball through, Nico.
No.
As wide as a house.
He's all
Stop
over it,
that one.
Nico.
Unfortunately, again, we haven't got a end up being a close game.
Yes.
That's right, Wilbur. Unfortunately, but
Still been a good game, I thought, but just a scoreboard, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, for this year's standards, it's been a good game, which is not saying much.
there's another barrel.
It hasn't been a spectacular one.
Not as
Denning
long,
stands
though.
under the barrel. It goes over his head. Bit of his own medicine. Measures still running with that sock situation.
Well, he's tried the barrel too.
Lovick's tried one. They're going back and forth. Oh, that's gone through the hands of Jerry Maguire.
Oh, that switch.
And Larkins
risky.
just
Have
kicked
to
it
get
out.
there. I was going to say, if it bounces, you're in
bounced over
trouble.
his head.
Riley,
Fine.
kick
He's
the
Riley
goal.
Kershaw, and he's chipped one off to his teammate unsalvaged. So
Good
good play.
kick.
Nicely done.
But
And Jacko Davis, who's been a bit quiet for his standards today,
Did the
might
team
kick his
thing.
second goal.
he did do the
Third
thing.
goal, actually.
Surely you can have a shot, though, from 50.
Yeah, as I said, Jacko Davis has been a bit quiet today, but that's the usual. They managed to chime up and kick 3 goals. In
Yeah,
the
that's
second
right.
half.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
he's been kicking straight as well. He did kick that one
Best kick in
early
the comp,
at the start
Wilbur.
of the game.
He is the best kick in the comp. This is for his
That's why I kicked that
33rd
one
goal of the year.
That's why I kicked that one from the pocket.
Great return for a bloke who plays a lot of time in the midfield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the luxury they have, isn't it?
A plethora of options, as they say.
Correct. Shouldn't miss.
Taking his time, which is nice, just to soak it up a little bit extra. Comes in Jacko Davis. Very studied and serious routine. And the umpire...
Oh, he's gone
the
to
umpire's
chip
gone on the
bowler.
inside. He's kicked that off the inside a little bit there.
Chipped at it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gave it the old... I'm going to use the pigeon wedge on this one, he
A
said.
little bit worried, which is unusual because he kicks them in clutch times and he's missed one in junk times.
Yep.
Probably didn't kick through the ball as hard as he probably liked. But
There is a siren.
There's a siren.
Sour
It's all over.
things, but that'll wrap us up here. That's the end of that game. It had promise at half-time, but as we said, Leopold just couldn't keep it up. And
No, they couldn't.
ended up being swamped by the St. Joseph's Machine, who remain undefeated through, what are we at, 17 rounds now?
Yeah, that's 16 complete.
So they remain undefeated. Joe's on top of the ladder, and are going to remain the team to beat. Leopold might still be in doubt for 5th place, depending on other results, which we'll tell you about. Final score here, St. Joseph's 17-15, 117. A comfortable win over Leopold, 9-7-61. That is Buckley's Entertainment Centre brought us that final quarter. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with all your wrapping up needs, all the scores from around the region, a few votes. We'll give away a tank of fuel and Will tell us some numbers. This is 89.3. Kicks is country and Kicks is footy.
For Blood Toyota and Corio Bay Health Group, you're listening to the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
If you're missing today's game due to injury, remember this. There's a Corio Bay Health Clinic near you. A part of our community since 1985, providing expert diagnosis, treatment and advice for sporting injuries and acute and chronic pain. Take advantage of strength and conditioning programs, clinical Pilates, Nordboard hamstring testing and more. Most locations are even open after hours. Corio